And we are off. What's going on, guys? The time has come at last, now that everyone in the States isn't dying of the flu that went through. For the next episode of Doomsday Dawn, if you're watching us on Twitch, we are Black Dragon Gaming, your #1 source for Pathfinder 1st and 2nd edition content. Anthony, Robin, thank you so much for your support on Patreon. Justin, when you get here, I am preemptively giving... Well, no, I can be decent and wait till he shows up, I suppose, and then I'll thank him. We missed a week, and in that week, if you guys are caught up on sessions and stuff, you know that a lot of people in the party had a lot of issues with quicksand and things. So, I decided I'm going to cheat the playtest. Well, cheat is the wrong word. I decided I'm going to do some different stuff in the playtest. Yes, you are reading that correctly. The party has gone to level 5. The encounters have, of course, been buffed to compensate. But after all the hassle with quicksand and stuff, I figure it's only fair. Kovacs is not with us today at the top of the session. I can't remember. His Scottish accent was really bad. Yeah, it was. So he starts kind of just bear grunting and then looks over, just, I've had enough of you people. I'm going by myself. And he storms off. And if he shows up, he'll reconnoiter with the party. He storms off in the general direction that you guys are going. Oh, I don't remember our elf's name. Quicksand Boy, who doesn't get a name because he dies to quicksand too much. After that fight with the gnolls, you guys are... You're not necessarily tired, but he looks like he's had a lot taken out of him, and he gets a little dizzy. Needs to sit down for a minute, stares at the water.
Yeah.
Chewy, Tugar, make me a perception check.
Alright. That increased now that we leveled up. Remember?
It did. You did it.
Yep.
I gotta write
There
that.
it is.
No. Alright. What do you want?
21 seems good. The DCs of this perception check and how well you guys roll determined. Okay, yeah, he comes in fine. He's not tied to a log bobbing down the river as I thought I might want to do, because that sounds kind of fun.
Oh, is that the more like inside?
We'll say...
What we said last time? That they were like...
Yeah, we said something about a tent, but I don't know. Yeah, fine, we can do that. Anthony's character was captured by gnolls. I was gonna let him come riding up on his own camel, but fine. I'll just drop him on the board, and then I'll give him control of this token, because otherwise he can't do much with it. Controlled by Anthony.
Maybe you got like when he was sleeping. I know a couple of guys who got snatched while they were sleeping.
yeah, you do. That session was rough, let me tell you. Okay, so... And actually, while I'm thinking about it, if you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube, you see I have a sweet new overlay that's over here. Mirrors are hard. That is the direction I need to point. Chris Ward, thank you so much again for all the stuff you've made for all of my games and stuff. It not only looks really good, but it helps a whole lot. Truly, we appreciate it. But now, Anthony, your character stirs to consciousness. The last thing you remember was being ambushed by gnolls. You and several of your friends were traveling through Katapesh, spreading the glorious word of Sarenrae when you were set upon. You're alone. You hear the sounds of a very angry dwarf storming off as something chitters not far from you, and a group of people are moving through the tents and things that you imagine are around you. Your gear is haphazardly piled next to you. You're not restrained or anything. But you're near what functions as... It appears awkwardly like what you imagine was like the gnolls' cooking tent. You imagine this may very well be the fate of your friends. It may very well have been the fate of the camels that you rode across Katapesh, and now only you remain. Who are you? What is your background? What are you playing? What are you playing? Yes, what are you playing? Tell everyone on the Twitches what are the R of you playing. English is hard.
So
All right. I am Jared Ilrath. I am a human cleric of Sarenrae, and I am here to spread the word of enlightenment and truth, and burn those that do not believe. And I am on a mission to hopefully the world.
Good enough for me.
That's all I really got right now. Yeah, that's all I got.
That works. We'll take it. You guys, with your perception checks, you hear the sound of somebody just start stirring in the tent over there. They definitely don't sound like a gnoll.
Okay, so we don't pepper the tent with spells and
unless Chewie really
before we even see him.
If Chewie really wants to, I can't stop him.
There may be a gnoll in that tent.
Doesn't quite sound like a gnoll. I don't hear the... Sounds like something that fur.
Let's
also
check
doesn't
it.
Smell as bad.
Yeah, everything just kind of smells like blood and dead
sunny.
gnoll. Smells very sunny. This smells like the sun. Chewie's nose hair burns off.
Be careful not to upset the giant scorpion that's still around, right?
It chitters happily.
I have to go near Scorpion right now.
Well, I've on good terms with the scorpion, so I will check out the noise.
Okay.
I'll provide cover fire in case it's a hostile.
Oh, that reminds me, I have to adjust my hit points now that our level changed.
Now that we're cheating the Pathfinder playtest. I have buffed the encounters. The monsters are stronger. It'll be alright. You guys deserve it.
Let me guess. All encounters now quicksand.
Yes, everything is quicksand. There's some quicksand flying at you, man. That's terrifying. Just like a quicksand elemental.
That was by far... that was by far the first encounter we had so far.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. That's been the worst part of the Pathfinder playtest on the players has been the environmental hazards. So Tugar approaches the tent and sees I imagine a fairly dark-skinned man. Just kind of coming to.
Well, he seems to be far away, so let's first check if he do speaks the same language.
It's a good starting point. Do you speak Common?
Yep.
Yeah, do you speak Common? That's not a given, right?
Fair. It is not. It usually is, but you never know. I've definitely played characters that couldn't speak Common. Everyone got angry.
Shouting at each other in weird languages.
Oh god, you're making House Divided references. I'm with you now. Yeah, for sure. That was what you missed. That was what you missed last session. After you're caught up. You've watched it, but that was half that session to just teach Baku how to speak Common. Toilet.
Yeah, and then he wrote, and he tried it.
And he tried it. It was bad.
Oh yeah, you remember some...
He only remembered the swear words that I taught him.
Yeah.
Because I was angry. Those I can't edit out. If I edit those out, I'd take away content. Anywho, speaking of content, this is Doomsday Dawn. Pathfinder playtest.
Alright. Like, start off with, do you speak Common?
Are you talking to me?
Do you reply that in Common? The goblin is, yes, you know I speak Common.
Yeah, I speak Common.
The scorpion turns the corner. Why, yes.
Well, yeah, I do speak Common.
Thank you for asking.
Freaked out by that.
Yeah. What?
I will untie him. I assume he's like tied up.
He's not tied up. He just... The gnolls were going to cook and eat him, and then you guys showed up.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to my gear at least, so that I'm armed and ready to go, hopefully.
Yeah.
That
Sure.
doesn't take too long.
It does not.
Probably looking indecent. I don't know how far they struck him.
I don't know how much the wild druid
Because I have
cares,
a
though.
breastplate.
No, yeah, I mean, the druid could be running around naked.
Yeah, considering you spend most of your time wild-shaped.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. What is this weird creature in front of me?
You recognize it as a...
Right?
Oh, yeah, that's a... Yeah, half-orc is a half-orc. I thought you were talking about the scorpion.
Oh god, what's that?
The one if I speak common.
Yeah.
Or Paladin, but you know.
Well, as a little description, he isn't like completely closed, but most he is like wearing furs of like a big creature, which also first as it's a +1 height armor, and tattoos which are mostly like animal themed. For example, he has like 2 big bear tattoos on his chest. So, he does look kind of wild. I guess he does look rather odd. He's true to half his ancestry, I guess.
That's fair.
That's good to know.
It's like,
Have you heard the word of Sarenrae?
When in doubt, convert him.
I'm more of a follower of the powers of nature.
Well,
Like,
either way, I must thank you.
I'm more of Gothray.
Either way, I must thank you for saving me, and if you need any help, assistance, I would be glad to assist you. Looks like the rest is gone. I'm unsure if there are more of them here, so kind of without. I'm in between work, as you can say.
We are indeed of help. At least we wouldn't turn down any help offered. You see, we are on a mission. We're currently doing things in the name of people from the Pathfinder Society, and we're looking to scout some ruins and find within. And we're on the clock because some evil cult that's trying to do the same. Currently, we should be ahead since we made pretty good time, but that might not stay this way.
Evil cult, you say?
Yes.
Well, they must repent or burn prayers of.
That's how I like. Well, introduce you to my party members, and I'm over to our goblin and elven friend.
The elf can, like, as you approach him, he's still just kind of staring into the water. He's seen some stuff today.
Yeah, he's probably like muttering something about quicksand the whole time.
Quicksand. Athletics is a staple skill in the playtest. It really is. You gotta have that athletics or you are in trouble. So much. That is what I've learned.
Well, except if you roll well, like our goblin was like.
Yeah, Chewie's showing up the barbarian.
Like,
At the beginning.
Yeah, like, okay. A 10 or 50% chance to do it, but he does it like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, killing it.
Hi. Hello, Sun Man. My name is Chewie. What is yours?
Sun Man.
Jared. Jared Ilroth.
And my name is Tugar. To meet you. Yes, it's also from my orcish.
Well met. Is this elfish fellow here?
He continues to just kind of like holds his arms, rocks back and forth, just quicksand is bad. It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
We
The
saved-
Star Wars puns keep coming.
We saved him from quicksand. Still a bit quicksand-minded.
Yeah.
He definitely almost drowned in the hazard before this.
He almost drowned in sand. You should
Very
have seen him when we pulled him out, puking sand for minutes on end.
He was. My man had like 2 rounds left mechanically. Very close.
So,
Well, I unfortunately cannot heal that, but I am
yeah.
I'm very well versed in the healing arts. Does anybody need, quick look over?
Actually, a bit injured.
I-
Quite well versed in the healing. As I point to a staff of healing on my back, which is seed white. Those are quite useful, by the way. I don't know one of those yourself, but
No, I
Fair enough.
do not.
if you want, you can use mine. It's really useful. While holding it, spells heal for 1 extra hit point.
Damn. That's not bad.
What's the
Healing spells are more powerful.
what's the trigger? Is it it's a free trigger, right?
It's just if you're bound to it. It's pretty much like
So
holding it, I think.
so he would,
Just
if he needs to be, I want to say attuned, but that's the wrong word. He needs to be invested in
Yeah.
it.
he needs to be invested, I think.
Okay, so that happens during daily preparation.
Yeah.
There's nothing saying you guys couldn't
So-
take a nap now. Sleep next to the staff.
We got the scorpion.
Scorpion
Yeah,
will keep
I think
watch.
I'm down a little,
Yes.
but I'm still fine.
At the
mostly.
moment, the scorpion is happily entertaining. Well, it's not entertaining. It's a vermin. It's catching fish in the river by taking its scorpion tail and just down into the river, and then dropping it on the
Why
ground
is
and
the
devouring.
scorpion? Why is the scorpion here and on your side?
Well, it's not necessarily on our side. I pacified it and asked it nicely to stay out of combat.
And so it did.
So
for
it
the most
didn't
part.
take sides.
Well, that's
But
good on
we,
it, I
we
guess.
shouldn't aggravate it.
I have no desire to fight a scorpion, so maybe we should move away from it because it is vermin.
Yes.
And will do what a vermin does.
Yeah. As a druid, I'm well aware of the nature of many creatures. Alright, let's move on then.
So be it. To the world map.
Forward march.
To the world map.
All right. So at this point,
It's like
you've got the first thing you got to do is you got to cross. Well, no, you don't.
well,
That's weird. That's so weird. Like you have to. I guess there's another river that you don't see because you had to cross the river to get to the knolls, but then like you're going up to here, so you have to cross the river twice. That's so weird. That makes no sense. You guys cross the river. But when you get around this point, you can like everything gets really steep, and the 4 of you, Justin's elf follows behind very silently until he shows up like Tarask did in 3 Dragons and just combo breakered the hell out of me. It was real good. But you guys can tell pretty quickly that a lot of the next stage of travel getting up this mountain is going to involve steep cliffs, inclines, things like that you guys are going to have to climb. Tugar and Shui are both pretty happy at this point that you did not choose to bring the camels this far, because there's no way. Like, you guys are going to have to, like, hand on rock pull yourself up. Tarask might also be happy he chose to be a wild druid and not like an animal druid, because had he chosen an animal companion, it might be a little difficult here for them.
well, yeah, that's true. Except if my animal had a climb speed.
Yeah, that's fair. Get like a ram or a bird ram. It's actually an eidolon.
It could be a...
Like a Pegasus, but it's a ram.
Sweet. That's the dwarf Pegasus. Seems good to me.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Alrighty. How do you guys want to proceed?
All right. Do you need us to do climb checks or something?
That is, if you guys want to just try to like go through it, yeah, it's a climb check.
Well,
Oh, great. This is not going to be good.
It's not.
well,
Because you guys know what climb
No,
checks
can I
are.
run on your
Yeah.
back?
They're athletics checks. Wait till
Yeah.
Justin gets here. He's gonna be so happy.
I mean, we can probably do it the way that Tuga ahead and then uses a rope, which already saved a lot of people in the
Oh, it has.
that rope.
It's a fine rope.
Tell you,
Okay.
thing I bought.
Well, at least my climb is positive.
Well, it's a proficiency based system. Everything is positive at this point.
Oh,
So I have armor.
yeah.
All right, natural 20 on the climb check. Tugar actually turns into a ram for a little while. He knows he doesn't have that form, or might not even know what a ram is, but he turns into one for just long enough to very gracefully ascend the side of the mountain. Obviously not like for all 4 hours, but okay. Actually, because you crit, make me a survival check.
All right, a survival check.
Yeah,
I wish I could climb with survival
be sweet.
better.
I'm actually also pretty good in survival. It's not really nice.
That's-
Also pretty good roll.
That's quite good. Yeah, that's definitely a 25. Okay. So that means that I need to check
Already killed.
some
I
distance.
really like this character. I'm rolling really well at this character.
Tugar is killing
Unlike
it.
Kurutama.
Yeah, for sure. You guys, like, as a party, you guys have been really good, too. I definitely have got a couple comments, like, when I made videos, like, reviewing The Lost Star, about how you guys as a party synergize really well together. And we've talked about this in the Discord. I totally agree. It has been a pleasure, and I'd love to see, like, Tugar and Chewie and all these other characters in long-form games. Regardless, this takes Tugar a little bit of time. He's gone for a few hours. As he starts climbing, he gets a quick bit of inspiration, and he turns back into a half-orc and begins to scout around the area. In doing so, I scroll back up to where we are, on Doomsday Dawn. In doing so, he is able to identify easier paths up the mountains for the rest of your friends who are not going to be anywhere near as good at this as you are. That means...
Well, not everyone can. Emerald shapeshifter.
That's very fair. These paths, they're usually like 15 to 20 feet-ish tall, but the inclines are much, much shallower, and a lot of it is flat and walkable. You're pretty sure that like even like Chewie could make it up without having to make an athletics check.
All right. Well, he did pretty well on this one.
Right.
Anyway, but still.
I rolled a
Yeah.
2 on my athletics and got a 4.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think
that's
you're more
relevant.
good.
That's relevant.
Critical.
As Tugar is gone, Chewie is just uncannily able to climb things. He's actually playing a monkey goblin today, is what's happening. And up he goes.
Secretly won the whole time.
But the Dayman,
It turns out being small is really good when you want to small parts of the rock. It's like only a small thing jets out, but because it's really good for him to stand on.
Yeah.
But for like real medium creatures, it's way too hard to stand.
for a medium creature, you'd break off that section of rock, but Chewie can just boop. But on the other hand, our cleric
There's me.
has fumbled really hard. So
Sure.
far it's taken about 4 hours while you guys are waiting for Tugar to like go down and back. But okay, I gotta. Okay, so as you're trying to make it up, you definitely you see Chewie hit this rock and yeah, that's a good idea. Let's climb up that, and you attempt to do so, and the precipice shatters and you fall just flat on your back about 30 feet. Fortunately, they've changed fall damage at the last second, so it's only half of the distance fallen, but do take 15 damage. It doesn't feel good. This is around the time Tugar shows up. Zendarin is his name. I forgot his name, but he's logged into Roll20, and now I can see it. I bet he's in Hangouts, too. He is. Oh, everybody's here now.
Nice.
Justin, thank you for your support on Patreon. I remembered. Alrighty.
Hey.
I did
Oh,
it.
this PT.
Again.
I found out Mac Miller died on my way home.
Oh.
Totally fucked up my whole good mood. I was so excited.
Yeah, man, I bet. That sounds super sad. Anyway, I'm sorry that happened, everybody on Twitch. We had a poo-poo, and it crashed. It's real bad. But now Zendarin's here, and now I remember Zendarin's name. It's Zendarin. I'm the worst
He doesn't
person.
deserve a name.
Yep.
That's we'll call him
The elf.
Something else. So Zendarin, you get yourself together as someone dressed in the attire of one of Sarenrae's holy warriors just collapses. You find yourself standing in front of a cliff face. Chewie is having no problems climbing up it, and it dawns on you that you're gonna have to start making athletics checks.
Oh,
You know.
Lord.
And then Tugar shows up and says, "Hey, I found a better way to do it."
It's like, oh yeah, like a really easy way up here. It's like you just have to go around that rock over there, go up that side, and if you see over there, that's like a path that you can go up, which is way than climbing up this steep cliff that you're currently trying to climb up. But still, good job, Chewie. That looked professional.
Thank you.
Chewie bows. I'm real tempted to ask for Zendarin to make an athletics check, but we will not. I am a generous god. Okay, so in that case, we must read some stuff about Doomsday Dawn. Okay.
So I'm going to use my battle medic feat to patch myself up since I took 15 damage.
Fair.
I can use my nature thing to attempt to heal you as well. It's nice. You have the one feat and I have the other healing feat. There's 2 healing feats and we got both of them.
Yeah, they're super good.
Yeah, I'll use both, but I have to succeed this roll DC 20 medicine.
I believe in you.
At least it's just a failure.
Well,
Yeah, that's fair.
if I can heal you, help you with nature.
That's this 2 today. All right.
You
Good
got
to know.
this. Best ever.
Come
All right.
on, man.
Do it again.
Gotta
I don't know how. Oh, you critical.
Well, nature magic. I mean, nature medicine is
It's real good.
way better than real medicine. It seems.
It dawns on one more time. Let me get the
What do I
cleric's.
heal?
Let me get the cleric's name real quick.
I think you heal 2d and wisdom.
Yeah, that's
That
correct.
sounds good.
Roll it. I'm Jared.
Jared. You went to Jared. Got it.
Wrath.
So as Tugar returns and begins casting he doesn't even have to cast. He begins.
Well, he's not casting it. I'm using my nature medicine feat.
He finds the best Goodberry, literally the spell Goodberry, that somebody cast and left behind. Anyone who's injured goes to full health. I don't think anybody's that hurt,
no
but
rolling.
everybody's good.
Got 15 points. I dropped 30 feet.
Oh, full health. Nice.
It's even useful for myself. All right.
Don't my channels or anything yet.
It's like these are the best berries I've ever found.
The best of berries. But unfortunately, there's only 4 of them, and you can't take any with you, because that would be too good. We've already cheated the playtest by letting everyone go to 5th. We're not going to go any farther. Okay, so it takes you guys...
Hey, man, I needed that. I need that sneak attack damage.
You did, man. That's just basically because of you. Because that was stressful.
Also, that means third level spells for us. Which is also
Nice.
That is relevant.
Yeah.
So you guys...
So I got 2 fireballs.
It takes you guys about 4 hours to get up this mountain. It's a lot easier of a climb than it should have been, thanks to Tugar. Did you guys rest between the fight with the Onkeg and the fight with the Gnolls? I feel like you did.
No, because it was too early in the day.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's why I'm my shapeshifting users. I think I'm down to a single use by now.
Fair enough. Okay, so it's pretty late in the afternoon at this point. It's very, very like 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon. Make a perception check, guys.
Perception.
I hear a nose whistle.
Oh, it's a nose whistle. I thought somebody was just Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That's the reference I'm trying to pull out of my butt. All right. Jared's got a 25. Tugar's got a 17. Chewy's got a 13. Where's Zendarin? You exist now. You can make perception checks. And you got a 15. Not bad. Okay, so
I'm only answer to the elf.
oh, got it. My bad. I'm sorry.
The elf.
About
He
like
doesn't deserve a name though.
he does not. Man, without Tugar in the party, if you guys didn't have a druid for this part was real hard. There was a lot of like, if he didn't happen to make that survival check and find the path up, it was a lot of just really hard athletic. What was the DC on the athletics check? It was DC 19 athletics, and if you fumble, you fall and take 15 damage, and you're moving way slower on a clock. But about an hour and a half-ish into your journey up
That's
the
kind
mountains.
of been pretty lucky in general when it came to the parts where save time.
Yeah.
It's like just when we had to go through the desert really well.
It was super good.
I mean, that should be pretty good for us, right?
Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good for you guys
Time-wise.
so far. Yeah. Okay, so you guys come up on the site of a battle about an hour and change up the mountain. All over the place, just strewn across the ground, are the corpses of about a half dozen gnolls who reek. They've definitely been sitting in the sun for a while. With the perception check, Zendarin misses it, but Jared really is probably just Jared. Yeah, Chewy can't see over Tugar. Tugar's too busy like sniffing the ground, making sure you go in the right direction. But Jared sees that these gnolls they're probably about the size of like a human arm sticking out of their chests, out of their necks, out of their shoulders. It's obvious that's what killed them. And as you guys get a little closer, all of you guys can see that a lot of these gnolls are partially eaten. As if something just came in and tore them apart.
It looks like they were eaten after the fact. Already dead when they were eaten, not like they were torn apart.
Post-mortem or...
That sounds like a nature check to me.
I do turn into bear a lot. I do bite out huge chunks of meat.
Actually, it was
Nice.
Kovacs. Man, y'all are killing it. All right, so Jared is entirely, just beyond a shadow of a doubt, sure that these quills, because quills they truly are. From a distance, one might confuse them with like a ballista bolt or something, but as you get closer, you can definitely identify manticore quills sticking out of these things.
Oh
and
dear.
It definitely was a manticore that set upon these gnolls and tore them apart. Yes, they were eaten after death, but that's because the manticore appears to have been smart enough to stay in the air and fire down, and then once the gnolls were all dead, then the manticore came down and finished off any stragglers and ate its fill and then left.
I suggest we leave this battlefield since the manticore might like to feast on some more corpses and maybe rest up.
There's some bodies, so...
Well, last time the gnolls didn't have any. It was when they were in their camps. So I kind of doubt that these corpses would be killed them. So I kind of doubt that they have loot.
Yeah,
Sure, let's search them.
There was
So
a
the
natural,
Manticore didn't.
there was a natural 20.
It won't take us long to search.
One of the gnolls who you
The
assume
Manticore didn't take.
the Manticore didn't want the loot. They're not smart enough to think loot. They're smart enough to it's a territorial creature. They hunt. You definitely, with the natural 20, you're pretty sure you've wandered into its territory. One of the gnolls has a scimitar that's particularly shiny and flashy, and as Jared lays eyes on it, because it was a scimitar before it magically turned into a rapier by the powers vested in me by Paizo Productions in the Intersea region. We'll tip it a little farther. We'll say the scimitar, it doesn't necessarily like fly to your hand, but you can feel it like calling out to you. You pick it up, and it's, for a gnoll's weapon, it's very, very, very well put together. It's pretty obvious that this gnoll killed someone and took their scimitar. Mechanically, it's an expert scimitar.
I actually used one of my items to get an expert scimitar already.
Well, fine. Then it can be do you use a shield?
Yes, I do. I use
That's
light
smart.
shield, light wooden shield.
Fair enough.
I used all the treasure items. Expert light wooden shield, cold iron scimitar, and a +1 expert breastplate.
Ooh, seems smart. Okay, fair enough. In that case,
That was the treasure.
I'll take it. I
Mr.
mean,
Smarty Pants, roll me.
I can use a rapier.
You have a rapier. I gave you a +1 rapier. You have that already.
I
Roll,
would
right.
love a +1 scimitar.
roll me, if you will, a D something. I'm getting there. Hang on. This might end up being real bad. It might end up being really funny, but we're gonna put a random weapon property on this scimitar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 31 different weapon traits. Roll a D31, Anthony, if you would. If it lands on something like dwarf, then we'll roll something else. It's one of those dwarf scimitars. Sweet! A 9. Okay, so that's elf. That's elf. That is it. Is Zendarin proficient with scimitars?
This is great.
Are rogues proficient with scimitars? Because it's relevant. I don't think they are. I think rogues aren't.
I know I'm not.
All simple weapons plus the hand crossbow, rapier, sap, short bow, and short sword. So really, upon closer inspection, it's not a scimitar. It's a shorter elven curved blade. Zendarin is proficient because the 9 said elf. It'd have been hilarious if it was like attached and you could put it on your shield. This makes sense.
Thank you.
I found you a nice little elven curve blade. How's that sound? I'm already doing some work. This is.
Thanks, Jared.
Oh gosh, I never thought that was gonna. That doesn't sound right.
I know. As soon as you said it,
He went to Jared and he
okay,
found an
man.
elf scimitar.
thank God. Fucking Paizo, not Subway.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I went with a classic magic character, not
Jared?
Subway. Yes,
Speaking
Jared
of,
from the Weatherlight.
Oh yeah, sure.
and-
All of your characters are magic, just like me back when I first started. I had a lot of Gerards and Tybalts. I maintained Tybalt's an alright planeswalker.
Tybalt is the word.
Insurrection on a stick is
yes,
good.
yes, that's a wizard. That's a Wizards of the Coast property.
Watsy just breaks down the windows of my apartment and like swats in. Asks me to do 5e content. I make much more money. Yeah, just all blind, Anthony. Anyway, what would you guys like to do now that you've found something that wasn't in the playtest? Now that you've leveled past what the playtest is supposed to have?
We are rolling so well, we are breaking playtest.
Oh, we are. I'm a very kind GM.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Actually, this is a good time to bring up a thing as you guys debate what you want to do next. I've been thinking about it, and like I said before Justin got here, the synergy in this group is completely unreal. we have a lot of time left in Doomsday Dawn. We really do, especially when we stop and extrapolate about Star Wars and this stuff. But there's a couple conditions that have to go with it because I'm a business. This is literally my job. I have to think of it from that point of view as well. But assuming Robin doesn't want to go to Three Dragons after this and ditch you guys forever, if Robin wants to use his patron reward for being a tier 7 patron, and you guys are like cool with the time and you guys are cool with playing in 2nd edition, I'm okay with starting another campaign with this group after Doomsday Dawn because you guys are a blast.
Oh,
I really enjoyed this. But again,
I'd be totally up for it.
there we go. Boom. We got it. I was going to say it hinges on Robin. Anyway, now that we've got that.
I mean, so far it's been a blast. Like, if, the first session, like in the first playtest when we were level 1, was really fun. This has been
Maybe we ought to just do more official
Like,
Paizo content.
pretty much
Maybe the official Paizo content's just really good. I don't know. Anyway, we can talk about this in the Discord like months from now when we're done with the playtest. What do you guys want to do now in the playtest?
Return of the Rune Lords is out now.
Ditch everything. Rocks fall.
Just say it. Everyone dies.
We have more important things to do now.
The first one, so
Yeah. So shall we continue up the mountain?
Well,
Go back
what
to
do you
where you
think of
came?
my suggestion that now that we retreat from here and try to camp down and for our lost spell slots and whatnot?
So like go 4 hours back the way you came.
I didn't lose any.
Because running into a manticore kind of dangerous.
Sounds bad.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, no, that's
we
fair.
did just get our 3rd level spell slot, so but still.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
actually,
want to.
I have all my spell slots, so you know.
Raring to go.
I'm pretty much down all my shape shifting, and I think I'm still the party tank, so being out of shape shifting is kind of bad for me.
That's fair.
It was kind of useless, I guess, in the fight against the Knolls originally. So
They got the jump on you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be another 4 hours back down. You guys don't need to make checks or anything because Tugar knows the way. It'll get pretty dark before you guys get back down. Thanks, Knuckles. But there's enough people in this party. We're not full dark vision like we used to be. That was good times when it was a dwarf, a goblin, and a half orc. Just we got this. So now there's some people, but I assume someone has light. I assume the Serenite can cast light.
I can cast light.
They put fireball on our spell list. I don't need light. Fireball.
Hey man, say what you like. That thing is bright.
Yeah.
Hard to miss.
It's like who needs a cantrip to light a bonfire? It's like just fireball it.
Well, awesome cantrip now because once you get 4th level spells, it heightens 4 and it's 60-foot radius instead of 20.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a lot of light.
That is a great change.
Yeah,
That's huge.
you'll level up automatically to your highest level, and so you don't need to spend any actions heightening. Just there.
Oh my
That's
god.
pretty powerful.
That is tight.
Mm-hmm.
Clerics do seem like I don't like clerics that much in 1st edition. I'd rather play a druid, but in the playtest I think I could definitely get my hands on one. I rolled one up. That's the video's coming out tomorrow as a cleric of Garum, but it's more about scared to death and hitting people with greatswords until they're dead horribly. But that's a different story. If you guys want to camp in the mountains, you can. Like I said, it's like 4 hours back down. You'll probably want to set some kind of watch. It's hard to say
certainly.
how big the Manticore's territory is.
I mean, if squatting down for the night, then I think in the darkest hours, people with dark vision should do the watches like to go. I mean, I spent one of my ancestry feats, so I have dark vision.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have low.
Light technically lasts 1 day or until dismissed, so
Damn.
past it should just be there.
That is so
Yeah.
good.
But it's just
20 feet radius, just like a torch, and then yeah, you can only do it once, I think.
Fair enough. But
The
you
only
only
problem-
need to do it once.
I'd always also attract swings.
Yeah, so do
You have-
campfires, so
in the
do
night.
creatures, so do all kinds of stuff. Hey, we kind of trigger all those things.
Oh, you do.
Do we need a campfire? It seems to be in this region.
Yeah, well, I'm actually casting Endure Elements on myself since I'm going to get that spell.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That's pretty much what I did when we moved through
Through the desert.
the desert.
Yeah, Katapesh is pretty warm. It's especially for you guys in like bigger
So,
armor. It's
yeah.
You guys are definitely sweating. It's not going to be cold enough at night because you're not in a desert that you might consider a campfire. Especially like if you're in the Manticore's territory, we'll certainly see that.
Exactly. So I think we might want to not do a campfire. Our rations probably have to be eaten cold. Actually, we do have spellcasters.
Prestidigitation.
How's it called? Prestidigitation.
Oh yeah.
to-
I prestidigitation the food to
Yeah.
make it hot.
Is it possible
I
to
have
find
that-
What are we looking
a
for?
place to actually camp, like or a good canopy, so that we get some cover, and then maybe use some knowledge, use someone of this, cover the camp up a little bit, so we have you build a small little stack or whatever. You put a tarp around it, and the campfire wouldn't be the problem.
It's a thought.
Because at
There's-
night usually it gets
Well, idea.
cold.
there's-
Can probably roll survival.
Survival checks would be the name of the game. Finding trees is going to
let
be a
me
lot
see.
I
harder.
have that. I have survival, so
Hurrah!
Check if I have that. I'm untrained. Nope.
Okay. Well, you can make it untrained. It's just -2. Plus 5, -2, plus wisdom.
yeah. My background, I chose scout, so I had a scouting back. I'm assuming I did a lot of camping.
Seems good. Yeah, makes sense. 17, 13. Waiting on that Zentarin. And he's got 17. Okay, so nobody rolls that bad. You guys, finding
One is not too bad.
finding trees and stuff is a little bit out of, like, you guys are in a mountain range. It's gonna be a little harder, but you find a cave that appears to be unoccupied. There's nothing sleeping inside
Oh,
it.
Pierce.
No bones. No, it's actually a giant mimic. But oops.
Well,
New dungeon.
Maybe
Way
we
to go.
found the cave that belonged to the gnolls, which are now all dead.
And now for the rest of the stream, we can roll.
you guys can make new
We
characters.
found the cave. It turns out it's the Manticore cave.
Yeah, this is actually. If you natural one, maybe. Who natural one? Okay, on your watch, roll initiative. Okay, so it looks like it's a safe place to rest. There's only one way in or out of the cave. It's pretty shallow. Whoever wants to take first watch, give me a perception check. The first dice to hit the table is first watch, and that's the order it will go in. Because I realized as soon as I said that, you guys just "Brr, perception. Brr."
Well, I will. Tuga will take one of the later watchers since he has dark
And
vision.
I have dark
I got
vision too.
Okay.
The later hours.
I got low light. I'll go.
22, 28. Nothing happened so far.
Light, so
22. It falls to Chewy.
Okay.
Chewy explodes in a fiery. No, that doesn't happen. The night passes uneventfully. You don't hear much of anything really to tell you. Well, actually, what do you hear? That is the question. Secret dice. I'm literally digging a d20 out of this bag so I can roll secret dice. So you don't see it. That's a d6. A d6 is not good. I cannot get high numbers on that. There we go. Yeah, okay. Nothing really happens. This is, I believe that means it's been 6 days. Is that right? I've lost track. It was 4 days across, and then a day when you guys camped with the hyenas, and then another day here.
I guess not many things dare to walk into the territory of a manticore.
That is also true, yeah. Short of a bunch of gnolls. That may very well be why the path to the tomb of Tular Seft has been so, like, lost in secret for so long, is because there's a manticore here.
I guess we don't want to fight a manticore.
No.
We will
Guys, we're
in
level
the direction
5.
of the
We can take it.
Yeah, I know, but we
Yeah, but it's
actually have like a direct reason to fight it, right? Like
That's true.
it's those
Being
creatures that
awesome.
collects. It's not even one of those creatures that collects loot.
Well, I mean, there's a possibility it brings meals to its den, and they might have loot. But I'm with you. We can. The problem.
It could have a baby, and we can raise it, and it could be a pet.
Oh.
I mean,
I did that in one of my games.
mechanically, manticore materials might actually be useful for downtime activities to craft items.
Actually, you know what? What if
This all sounds like nature
instead
checks
of
to
killing
me,
it,
to tell you the truth.
we just beat it up and then made it work?
Well,
That's kind of slavery.
The Serenite is pissed.
They're smart.
It's a manticore.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's lawful evil. Like every form of authority that thing obeys is some derivative of slavery.
I mean, how the game works? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, they are
Yeah.
lawful evil. That's nice.
by the way, manticores, aren't they kind of like a font to nature? Aren't they a or something?
Yeah, I think they're like monstrosities.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then they're so natural now because they just have been there forever.
They were an invasive species.
It's like owlbears.
Nature checks.
one of
Make
those-
nature checks to justify your craziness.
That's
I mean, there are like a lot of creatures kind of. The Monster Manual was like, oh yeah, a crazy wizard created that.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I really hope that's how owlbears were made, because the other possibility is very disturbing.
Is literally how owl bears were made. Well, you know, children, when owls and bears love each other very much, it makes an angry, ravenous monster.
yeah, Albert, terrifying.
Yeah, but they're great if they're your pets.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Still waiting
Albers are
on
pretty
those.
awesome in general.
Still waiting on those nature checks. If you want to make nature checks.
Oh, we're doing
Nature checks.
Yeah, if you want to justify any of your craziness that you're spouting about manticores.
No, we're not. I'm not.
No,
No, we were just joking around.
I can
Fair
make a
enough.
manticore.
Okay, so Jared can confirm pretty much everything you guys are saying is correct. They are evil creatures. They hunt very wide territories in search of food, and they'll eat any meat up to and including carrion, but they do prefer human flesh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's relevant.
Thank
Oh
God
wait,
that I'm not human.
there's only one human in there. I think the Serenite's human. Aha!
Orc.
You're half orc?
Half
Not a
orc.
human.
I'm only half human.
He's half human.
If it ate both of you, it'd get a human.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Straight up human.
Oh, okay, that's true.
I'm. Haha.
I have orcish ferocity, so I assume that my like really tough.
But he just said that they eat everything. So
They
Yeah.
do, but
But they would prefer the Serenite.
so
I think
that's a. Make sure the cleric dies first. That's always the best idea.
I want
yeah.
someone to make a comic where Manticore and they get upset. What do you mean you're out of human?
Alrighty, so it's 4 hours back from whence you came, or rather, it's not 4 hours. I lied to you guys horribly. You didn't spend no 4 hours coming back. It was 4 hours to scout the place. The whole from A to B is I must do some scrolling. Where is there anything dangerous climb? It's about 4 miles to move up where you're going. I said 4 hours because that's how long it takes the survival check to go off. as far as how long it takes you guys to travel 4 hours, that's actually a little bit of a different story. We have to check exploration mode. The slowest speed in the party is what? Probably the cleric. Probably the one in armor.
Wearing medium armor, so I'm at 20.
At 20? That's what I thought. Okay, so that means you guys, pending any tactics, you guys are moving about 2 miles an hour since you've been able to figure out which way you're going. God, it would have been so much worse on you if you had to climb. So it'd take you a couple hours to get there.
Thank God.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank God for natural 20s.
That was real good. Anyway, how do you guys want to proceed?
Thank you, our Jesus.
Our Jesus be praised.
And praise Sarenrae.
And Sarenrae.
Praise the sun.
The sun and
Thanks,
our Jesus.
I did that too.
I want us to bleed as many dark games into Saturday as we can.
I'm bro.
Are you going to assist cooperation?
Nice. Or those Dark Souls memes.
All the Dark Souls memes.
Now we just need a fighter who looks like Onion Knight.
Oh my god.
Or you could get a monk synthesist who runs around shouting praise the sun a bunch. It's real hard to
Every
hit.
game, we're gonna like cross over to a different fandom. So
Oh, we
we've done
always
Star
do.
Wars and Dark Souls. We'll see how many we can get through.
Oh, we will. Alright, so as we move back up the mountain, we do enter exploration mode. This is new for Justin and Anthony. So what happens is you guys tell me what it is you want to do as you guys are moving up, and then you make appropriate checks. They may or may not slow you down.
Oh, you mean you like scouting why we are moving or something like that?
Yeah, or like, for example, if you guys want to move faster, it will fatigue you. If you want to, what else is the thing? Wandering is the default. That kind of sucks. But like concentrating on a spell is an action, being stealthy, trying to cover tracks, things of that nature.
Well,
Effort to be stealthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in
I think it's true.
predator territory. We should go.
I think while we are
Stealth.
still in the territory of the Mantic, might pay off to be stealthy.
Sure. Alrighty. In that case, well, I haven't heard from Jared. Does Jared also want to be a sneaky boy?
Yep. I can.
Alrighty.
Granted, I'm not untrained in it, so.
Stealth checks go. I don't know why I said it like that, but we do need stealth checks.
That's the only dangerous part.
Oh, cleric.
I'm wearing full
Oh
plate
God!
Oh, Tugar!
I get a -5 to every freaking roll. Like, oh, that's a natural one. Okay, I don't feel so bad.
Oh, Zadarin! Okay, all right. This is a good one. This is a good one. My perception indicates that Jared has also fumbled. It's only Chewy's gone. Chewy's like a leaf on the wind. He is. Where did he even? Actually, he kind of figures out how invisibility works for a little while. We already established he can cast that earlier in this adventure. Oh well, but all three of you are just. I'll give Chewy the option to make a quick perception check.
I mean, this is basically Manticore confirmed. Double natural 1. Holy.
Only Chewy. I'm sorry that nat 20 doesn't count. I literally just want the perception from Chewy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, RNGesus is sad.
Natural 20.
RNGesus weeps.
And that
That happened to Donald in the last episode of Lord the Caliber. He didn't realize he had to stride. Okay, you don't see it. You guys don't see any of this at all until at the very last second. And this encounter is going to be theater of the mind because Paizo wanted us to make the maps ourselves. And I feel like when you're fighting a flying thing that will use that to its advantage, the map is a little on the arbitrary side. Where is my Manticore token? There it is. A Manticore ambushes the party! And it scares the natural ones so much that as you guys are picking your way through a particularly dangerous bit of mountainous terrain, both Tugar and Zendarin, and also Jared, who fumbled, all three of you fall 30 feet down the side of a cliff. It roars. You hear it roar. Everyone jumps and, like, at the same time loses their balance. 15 damage, and then after that...
Oh, that's brutal.
It is brutal. Yeah. Now roll initiative.
What are we using for initiative?
Yeah.
Perception.
Well, perception.
I literally just rolled?
It
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
Can I use the perception?
Nope. Gotta reroll. Those rolls didn't count, and you know it.
Oh.
I know this is exactly why. Well,
20.
15's still
I went to
good.
4.
An 8's bad.
Yeah, but
So
that's
Oh,
a 4.
so
That's not. That's only 16. It's plus 7.
Fair
I'm
enough.
an
I would like
expert.
to use my stealth because I'm hiding.
I'm an expert
You may use your stealth, Chewie. You successfully hid. Everyone else was not so good.
Oh, he's small, so that's an advantage.
It does make sense. 10.
Oh,
Chewie.
it's Gerard, not Jaren.
Ah, fair enough. I should have known that. I don't know if it's spelled with a Y or an I-E, Chewie, but there it is. I can't... Get out of there. We gotta change that. Boom! So we've got Tugar at a 19, or an 18 rather, actually. Close, but actually not. Okay.
My 18 is just a 16. It's plus 7, not plus 9.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So in the playtest, I've learned from watching other podcasts that are playing this, the tie does go to the bad guys. So the Manticore will go first. The Manticore does see Chewie.
We are on... Are all
Are
prone.
we all prone?
Yes, yeah, the people who fell are prone, yeah. Lands
Which
like on your back, on your side. There's
We have advantage against the ranged attacks, right?
it is not.
That's still a thing?
It
I'm
is-
not... But, they have a penalty or whatever still?
They would if the Manticore wasn't flying overhead. It has clear line of sight down.
Damn it.
So close, but it's gonna at the top of its turn. It's going to make a quick, untrained Arcana check. It sees a human. It sees 3 people fall and hurt themselves. Zendarin has a 9, not an 8. Good, congratulations, buddy.
Oh, God.
This Arcana check is to determine if I know what a wizard is. Because no, I don't need to do that. I don't need a meta reason to target Chewie. Chewie's the only one who didn't fall. So, what happens is the Manticore turns Chewie's direction and it brings its tail back and it whips it forward, and a pair of spikes fly down in Chewie's direction. This is one action. It looks like it makes a separate strike. It doesn't increase with that. Manticore fires both, so I make 1 strike. I add this. Here we go, Chewie. You're flat-footed.
Okay. Alright.
Well, you're not flat-footed because I'm not a rogue. It does have a class level. I should have made it a rogue. It could be sneak attack. Oh well. How's a 19 to hit ya?
It misses now that I leveled up.
Nice. Fair enough. In that case, both does it miss by like 1? I'm guessing.
Yes.
So the spikes land like they. I'm real tempted to like pierce your ear. The spikes are too big. They just rip your ears off. So they land like right over your head, between your ears and your head, narrowly avoiding jabbing into you. Then what else can I do?
Animals love me, I've found out.
That is correct. Okay, it's gonna try to do that again. Is that an agile weapon? It is not. I could have given him a ranger level. He could have hunted you. How about a 26? Is that better?
That hits.
Alrighty, so the second spike doesn't do damage. The first spike gets you in the shoulder, but the second one gets you... Oh, where does it hit you? It hits you in the arm, and as it does so, it pierces your arm, and it pierces the rock behind you, pinning you to the wall.
Yee.
1d10 plus 5 is the amount of piercing that I roll. I don't know why I said it like that. Pretend I didn't say it like that. Also take 8 damage.
Okay.
This makes you immobile. Chewie is stuck where he's at, and the Manticore's here. And the Manticore has one more action. The Manticore is going to fly down directly in Chewie's face. Its way too humanoid face just smiles not sardonically. It's not smart enough to be sardonic. It wants to eat you, Tugar. Chewie's in trouble again.
Is it currently on the...
It's you're 30 feet down. Like, imagine a good way to put it is like where Tugar's token is on the board is like where you slid, and then here's the Manticore. So what I might do is the tokens are irrelevant.
Do you have a picture? Do you have a picture of this Manticore by any chance? Because I would like to see it. Pathfinder Manticores didn't have human faces as much. Like I thought they were more the bestial face.
Hold up.
Hate those faces.
I don't like the human faces. I do not personally.
Alrighty.
It is
Now you guys should have sight.
necessarily disturbing to a creature.
Right.
Can you see it now?
See what?
The Manticore. I take that as a no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I consider that more bestial than human, but yeah, it's not
Yeah,
bad.
it looks more lion.
Yeah, the Manticore from Bestiary 1 from first edition looked a lot more humanoid than this one. This one comes directly from the art of In Pale Mountain's Shadow. And it almost was a chimera, but I decided to just buff this Manticore. Anyway, Tugar, what's up? What you doing?
Let's use one of our new spells then.
Okay.
Gained by cheating.
We didn't cheat. You guys deserve it. There's a difference, a marked difference.
All right.
We're 30 feet down, right?
Yeah, 30 feet down. You guys have line of sight to the Manticore, but you have line of sight like to its wing as it hangs over.
Well, I learned I will use one action to stand up, I guess.
Sure.
And the last two actions I will use to cast insect form.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
And I will turn into a giant.
Okay.
Well, that's
you, Jared.
well,
What's up?
Casting spells costs actions, so I can't do anything.
It does.
Each component, right?
Yeah, it's a 2-action spell, so casting that spell uses up all my actions.
And then
But now I'm a 20-foot spider.
Giant spider, which probably has a climb speed.
Yes.
Nice.
Do I have?
Also, it has a ranged web attack, which should be useful.
Both are good.
Do I have to climb? Because I'm not going to be able to do that.
You do have to climb. You would have to start making athletics checks. How big is the spider that Tugar is now? Is Tugar a medium spider?
Huh?
How big is the spider form? Is it large?
I think all sized, which is still huge for a spider.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
I think I'm not large size.
Still medium.
Yeah, I think I need to be 4th level before I'm large.
I see.
4th level spell.
I see. So
7.
So Tugar the spider can
And
carry
starting
you up.
at-
No. I think it's strong enough to carry me up, anyways. All right.
Well, that's kind of debatable. My forms are pretty strong, and Tugar himself has 18 strength.
Tugar's a
okay,
pretty buff
whatever.
dude.
He's easily strong, not so wise druid type,
Mhm.
which is interesting.
It really is, yeah.
All right. I will stand up, obviously,
Alrighty.
and then I'm going to try to heal myself with the feat that I have, the battle medic.
Okay.
I do a medicine check and try to quick. Is there a way around? Like, without climbing? Is there a way to get around?
There does not
The
seem to
climb
be.
just
There just,
sucks for me.
you gotta climb up.
Oh, great.
Ranged attacks possibilities.
Not really. But first I'll do this. All right, cool. I got that.
That does pass.
And
You're bad at it, but you have a +10. That's what you call.
that's my medicine.
That's your medicine check. Okay.
That's my medicine. This is my athletics. Yeah, I'm not. I didn't make any. I didn't
might
start
have injured
climbing.
yourself again.
Well, first things first, Go ahead
I don't
and
even think I started climbing.
go ahead and roll your hit points. Because the battle medic check did succeed. You passed the 20. So go ahead and hand yourself your... Oh, man.
Oh, God.
It's a D10 plus my wisdom, and yeah.
Rough. And then, as you begin to climb, that's definitely a fumble. You climb too fast, and you fall again. 15... No, I'm not going to do that. What happens is... Oh, what can I do? What bad things happen when you climb? Well, I know what we can do.
I thought you just don't... Immediately, I go prone again, I thought would be...
That's pretty much what I would assume too, that you would...
Yeah, that's fine.
I attempt to start, and then all of a sudden, I fall back. And
Sure, that works. You wasted action, and you end up prone. And Chewie, you're stuck. There's a manticore 5 feet in front of you. It looks hungry.
So, I am pinned to stone right now.
You are.
Right, like a rock.
Mm.
I can hold into stone as I go inside the stone. I'm like, nope,
Nice.
nope.
So, hang on. Before
awesome.
we do that, let me make sure. Depending on this thing do, you are immobile. Let me see what immobile does to you. Let me see if you can cast. That's the only hang up now.
Okay.
It could mean that he can't do
Like strides. That's probably what it
like he
means.
can't do the moving his arms component.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. That's what
Which I did take a wizard feat that let me change out the component cost from verbal to spermatic or spermatic to verbal or stuff like that. I can change them around.
That would work. That would do it. So let me just see what immobile does real quick. You can't use any action, activity, free action, or reaction that has the move trait. If an external force would move you, yeah, okay, you're fine. You meld into the stone. I have no reactions because it's the Pathfinder playtest and not enough things have the Pathfinder attack of opportunities. So Chewie just kind of Homer Simpson.
I kind of that's like one of the things that I probably like the most as attack of opportunity. Now you can actually do spells with like right next.
Let's see. I used
So that was 2 actions.
accents. So
The Manticore's quill just kind of clings on the ground as you just through it. It probably doesn't feel the best, but it doesn't hurt you.
So now I'm going to
You can cast spells while you're in the stone as long as they don't require line effect. Okay, never mind. So you can't shoot him.
it'd be awesome if you just got to us.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
Just move down.
To walk through the stone down to them.
Okay, so you can't move through the stone when you cast meld into stone. You just kind of you just merge into it. It's like tree shape, except you can't move as a tree either.
Okay,
Unfortunately.
I'm going to use. I'm hiding in. Just saying it down to Tugar. I'm hiding the rocks, literally.
So
The
you have no way of talking to Tugar because you have no like the stone blocks line of effect outside of it. You can cast on you,
okay.
but or any like should there happen to be like some burrowing scary monster in here, you could cast it. But that's all.
Then I would hold my action since I'm too afraid to move out of there.
Okay, works for me. There's not much to do because you can't ready an action because you've used 2 actions, but you can. We'll just go to Zendarin. Zendarin, what you doing?
Is there someone in range of like between me and the sneak attack, or is that not how sneak attack works?
The Manticore is aware of you. Its wing hangs over the
That's what I
side.
thought. Can I do anything to hide? Like, so it is it like if I hide, will it cease being aware of me so I can sneak attack?
Well, I guess if coordinate with one of us spellcasters, you could do some kind of spell that the vision, and then you could hide inside that and then try to sneak attack.
Right.
That's a possibility. I'd rather you guys out. The cleric has anything that could help me with that, and the wizard's in a rock. I can't talk to him. You're a spider.
The druid is a spider, yeah.
So I'm kind of gonna like attempt hiding to see if that like. I figure if I wait it out, maybe I jump on it while it's busy with you.
Makes sense. Makes sense to me. You guys are technically at the moment. The three of you are. You're not concealed. You are. I think you're. Are you sensed? No, you're not sensed. But yeah, you guys are sensed because technically that wall does give you cover. It's just its wing hangs over the side because of how big it is.
Yeah.
So
Like, can I make another stealth roll? He's not looking at me right this moment.
you can. If he were to turn and look down, they would you'd be seen, and there's nothing you can do about that. But you could try a stealth roll now. Yes. Make a check to hide. 22 over my perception DC, which is what? That I think that actually just barely does not make it. Yeah, no. Not quite.
Okay.
You get you move over to the wall and you press your back against it and you try to get as quiet as you can, and then a little bit of gravel falls down and rains on your shoulder, and you look up and the manticore is looking down at you.
Yep, then I'm just gonna look up at him and fire my crossbow.
Alrighty. I imagine hiding is one action.
Yeah, so...
Probably. 25 is definitely a roll of the d20. I will say that. Because I'm making sure hiding is one check. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure 25 does hit, yeah. I need to close Bestiary 1 where I got the Manticore flavor text so I can read this. 25 does hit, yeah.
I'll do that much.
5 points of damage already. It looks down, snarls at you, and you shoot it in the nose, and it throws its head back.
After that, I'm gonna smile, and I'm gonna reload, and that's my turn.
All right, cool. That means it's my turn. I see you. I see the spider. I see the cleric on the ground. You shot me. I'm angry, and they are lawful evil. That's weird. I would have thought they were neutral or chaotic. Anyway, I've used 4 spikes so far. That's the kicker here. So I'm gonna attack. We're gonna attack Zendar, and the tail's gonna just lash forward and down. Trying to hit you. 16 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
It's pretty much impossible to hit because of the way how low level adds into your AC.
Nope.
Yeah, that's right.
So your minimum AC should be 15.
Mm-hmm. Unless he just dumped his dex, and that's a weird rogue. Anywho, the 2 spikes come down, and the angle is kind of awkward, so it they land almost in a triangle shape, just down to the left and right of you. The Manticore will move its fly speed, which is that. It moves about 30 feet out this way. So that's just hanging straight over you guys. And the second attack will target... I'm still mad at Zendarin. But a 14 misses. Manticores are bad.
I'm gonna flip it off, and I'm gonna be like, I survived the quicksand. I'll survive you.
Dugar, what's up?
Quicksand's still the hardest to encounter.
It is, yeah. This guy's buffed too.
All right. Again, is it currently on the ground or up?
It's about 30 feet in the air, straight up from you guys. Yeah, because you guys fell 30 feet, so.
Well, I will move 25 feet up the cliff.
Sure.
And from there, I will. Is it flying? Or is it sitting there?
It's flying.
Flying. Okay.
Despite what that token may appear to be doing, it's definitely flying.
I will spit a web at it.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's a range touch attack. Let me see. I roll at 10 in my insect form.
Sure.
Let's see. Does that hit his touch AC?
Ooh, a 22. Yeah, that hits his touch for sure. Straight on.
Well,
it does not critically hit his touch AC, but it hits him.
All right. It's getting wrapped up in a web which entangles it, which should stop it from flying.
Okay. Do I need to make a save?
Oh, wait. And take the damage that we took? Sweet.
That's what I hope.
insect form. Let's see if I need to save against that. I probably do. Right? Did I get my? I didn't get my mic muted in time. Damn it! Thank you. All right, spider has a tangles the target for 1 round. Speeds. Oh yeah, it's entangled for a round. Fair enough. Looks like there's no save. Weird. Works for me.
Hit. Like if I use the web spell, I wouldn't need to roll to hit.
That's fair. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, the
And you said it was directly above us?
Uh-huh. The manticore gets wrapped up. It looks uncomfortable. It's not falling yet because, well, it's definitely looking like it's about to tip over. This all happens at once. As Tugar does that, what is Gerard doing? Laying on his back, the shadow of the manticore passes overhead and promptly gets wrapped up.
Yeah, I stand up, I shield, and I hopefully ready in action to hit it once, because you said it's directly above us. So as soon as it's in range, I would like to swing at it with the attack.
Ready to action is you use 1 action, but it costs you 2 actions.
Oh, it does? Okay, then instead of raising my shield, I'll just stand up, ready to swipe at him if possible.
Okay, that seems good. Let me, just looking at the condition. Well, Chewie, you're up while I'm looking at this condition. You don't have line of effect. It's nice and cozy in your rock. Safe there. No manticores there. Oh, Chewie.
My bolt says it doesn't. Well, it doesn't say it needs line of sight. It just says it's a 60-foot area it affects.
What's the spell?
So I don't think it does. Lightning bolt.
That definitely needs. That's what line of effect means is it's not like line of sight. Like, for example, a door, a wall, things like that, they block line of effect. So if there's somebody on, like, whether or not the lightning bolt would shatter that crappy door right there, it'd probably break the door, but the wall would block line of effect. So you can't, lightning bolt through the melt with stone won't work. You would need to come out.
I mean, the stone you're inside of would block it.
Okay, then I'm going to leave the stone.
Okay. Understood.
And cast lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt!
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
Well said. Alrighty, so I need to make me a reflex DC. Here's hoping it's a good one.
Well, does the entangled condition mess with that?
It probably would, yeah. Let me bring it up again. I had it and then I lost it. What is entangled? That's the moment of truth for you guys, though. We need to know what's up with that. Entangled does... What's it do? That's fatigued. That's an F word. I have passed it. It's hampered 10. If it attempts to manipulate action, activity, free action, or reaction while entangled, it's a DC 5 flat check, or it is lost. So it's a matter of... Flying is an action. So it's a matter of what kind of things does the fly... Fly is a move. So it should be able to do that with no problem.
God dang. I was really hoping that my web would... from flying completely, but I guess for that I would need to like grapple it or something.
Yeah.
Split wings.
Anyway, what's my DC? I got a reflex save to make. Plus Manticore. I add what? I add that. That's not bad. That's respectable. Famous last words. 17.
17.
That should pass, you say. No, that doesn't pass.
Well, not necessarily.
It's 15. That should fail. It doesn't critically fail, but it should fail. That's really easy to figure out in the Pathfinder playtest, too, because he's a 5th level wizard. He probably has... At that point, he got his ability score increased, so he has 19, maybe 20... probably 19 intelligence, I'm guessing. So the DC is probably 19. Is that right? Maybe 20? Regardless... 33 points of damage. Duly noted.
Nice. That's good.
It sees you. Nice. It's not happy.
Yeah, also, all your rolls were above average.
They were. That was very good. Zindarin.
I shoot it in the face. Is it still looking at me, or did it turn around?
No, it's
look at
it's
that.
wrapped up. It looks like it's gonna fall over, and then Chewie zaps it, and from looking at you, it turns back enraged.
Okay. Face.
Again.
Yes.
Fair.
Because I mean, you have to understand. I'm playing this character with a death wish now, so
Damn.
doesn't matter. I want all the problems.
Fair enough.
That's face.
And 19 misses. If only Entangled was as good as it used to be in first edition. Yeah, 19 misses.
Okay. Reload, and I can fire again.
Oh, you can. Yep, you got it. A 13 is not a fumble. Wait. Yeah, it's not a fumble.
Okay.
Well, I hit with a 22.
It was real close. The closest. And now the Manticore. You shoot twice. The first one gets caught in Tugar's webs, and the web slows down the bolt enough to where it doesn't pierce it. The second one just kind of like whizzes off into nowhere. The Manticore looks down and turns towards Chewie. And we're going to... He actually has some things he can do that are not normal for Manticores. He flies into a rage and dives in your direction. Mechanically raging and sudden charging. Plus, this is going to be the part where I natural one real hard and just rage, sudden charge, hit the wall. Ow! So I add... That only buffs my damage. Rage now. I don't know if I like that. Oh well, it is what it is, I guess. Oh, I lost roll 20. Where's roll 20? I need that. And I need...
Well, a lot of things got buffed. Things got nerfed. They're
That
trying
is
to
fair.
get everything in one line. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, you're not wrong. Alright. 32 to hit Chewie.
That hits. Well, it's a 20.
That was a
So
critical
That
hit.
does clear by 10.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
The good thing is that it wouldn't clear by 10.
The good news is, if he kills Chewie, he'll eat Chewie. And he'll leave you guys alone. 35 damage.
You mean he will chew on Chewie?
A Chewie toy.
I'm out.
You're out. Alright, that puts you at dying 2. You move right before the Manticore. Did you say exactly to 0?
It passed. I had 28 hit points.
Oh, fair enough. Let me make sure I didn't do more. I feel like I should have done more. Now I sound like I'm being a jerk, but I want to make sure I understand how sudden charge works.
I did more.
Let me make sure I did this right. You doop-a-doo, you can doop-a-doo when you doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo, doodle-boo. Okay, I did it right. Cool. Alright, Tugar. You see this thing just dive down, and then you hear the sound of Chewie cry out, and the cry is rapidly silenced. It's probably not doing good for him.
I think that just obliterated our poor goblin. Let's climb up the rest of the way to the Manticore. Since I assume it's not the...
Yes, it's on the ground.
Jump charge?
It's on the ground now. It definitely just charged into the ground.
Alright. Let's see what my other spiry thing that I can do. Bide it.
Okay. That's definitely
Damage is
doable.
not that great.
Do you have Venom as a spider?
Yes, I do.
Nice! Welcome to Pathfinder.
I'm a venomous spider. Alright, let's see if we can hit it.
Sponsored by the movie Venom.
23.
23
Nice.
hits.
Alright, so in that case, my damage isn't great. Spider, probably because I've venom.
That would make sense. And I need to make a fortitude save.
So that's the initial damage. And now the poison is for persistent poison damage.
Okay. Do I need to make a save against it? Oh, that's the persistent poison. That just happens. Okay.
Well, it's just part of the bite attack.
Fair enough. Alright. Make it happen.
Alright, 1d4.
They made climb really hard to do in this edition.
They did.
Maximum poison.
Ugh. Persistent poison damage is applied. You bite in. You climb up and you see the manticore is like it's bitten down into Chewie. Chewie's on the ground. It's getting ready to like put its foreclaws into the goblin and rip him
Oh,
open.
now I'm biting into it.
And you bite into its flank and it hurts.
Payback. I hiss.
It turns around and it
But I
hisses.
think that's all I can do as a spider.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't even know if I can actually make. In movies, it's always hissing sounds.
Yeah, there you go. It's hissing now.
Can I see
Can you see
within
it?
30 feet of me?
Can you see it? Can you see it? Let the percentage dice decide. You cannot. You can hear it.
Is he within? Is he within 30 feet? Chewie, the unconscious.
Chewie is not within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Chewie's a little farther back. He's like at like the 40 mark.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot climb up because even if I do succeed somehow, it's only 5 feet up, and then you critically success, it's half my movement speed, which is 10, and he's 30 feet away. So I literally can't
It is
do anything
rough.
for it. Being knocked down kind of knocked me out of this fight.
Damn. Have you guys seen how squeezing works now? Squeezing means like for 10 minutes of moving, you get 5 or 10 feet. It's rough.
So I'm gonna raise my shield and hope I can do something later.
Okay, fair enough. Zendarin, what you got?
Okay, I don't think if like me climbing, I don't think I'm gonna be a big help up there. I'm sure it will kill me, and I guess I'm stick to shooting it.
Okay. You don't have line of sight to the manticore from where you are now. He's gone like past the lip of the cliff. If you tried to climb up there,
yeah,
you might be able to eventually get to him.
I'm on the ground.
Getting knocked down.
Those natural ones were really bad.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
And it was on my worst skill, which was stealth.
It was.
If it was perception, plus 11 to that.
So I can't shoot it. I hold my action till he's visible again.
Yeah.
Like if it tries to get back in the air.
You can do that for
Okay.
sure. Alrighty. I don't know. Who goes at 0? Be gone. 0.
Though it might stay in melee with me.
Alright, Manticore.
Just
Yeah.
just probably annoyed it.
It is definitely upset. I take 4 points of poison damage. Chewie, make me a fortitude save with a -2. I don't know. What's my DC? I wish the class DC was like right in the bestiary. It's not though. So I have to. It's based on my what? I don't even know what it's based on. I think it's my level. So yeah. Okay, sure. Fort save, Chewie. -2 on the roll.
Fortitude save. Okay,
Fort -2. Don't do bad.
got it. Let me change the dice to a d20.
That would be please. I'll roll a d4.
Okay,
Fortune favors the bold.
Okay. Oh, -2. Hang on.
Okay, so even with a -2, that's a
I forgot.
That's a 21, and that passes. Which means your dying value improves by 1. You go from dying 2 to dying 1, if I remember. I always screw this up. But I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I'm going to double check it, because we're trying to be super mean this time.
Yeah, it's been a while, so
It's been a while since we've been picking on you. So, just making sure I have this right, because dying's still weird for me. If you are at 0 hit points, you're at... Does that stay? Yeah, you stabilize first. That's correct. Okay, so you do stabilize. Chewie, you are at 1 hit point. You're still unconscious, I think? Yeah. So unconscious, 1 hit point. Manticore, however...
it's still at 0.
He's still at 0?
Oh no, I thought actually still has the dying 2 is what he has.
Yeah, he's dying 2 at 1 hit point, unconscious. The Manticore has lost interest in its food and instead wants to beat up on the spider that's climbed up and sat down beside him. It's not a her, it's a boy Manticore, if you can tell by that token. So first attack is with its bite. Its jaws.
Probably move next to him.
That would be good. Here we go. 36 to hit. Damn.
Yep, that hits. That even clears by 10, so it crits.
Nice. Too bad I don't have the critical specialization.
Well, nice for you, not nice for me.
32 points of damage as this thing just like it turns around and dives into your abdomen. It's going to try to do the same thing with its claws. So claws are at a plus that with the second attack.
HP.
Then I have a 22 to hit.
Oh, 22 is not.
Nice.
My AC is 23.
Good, good, good. So for its third attack,
Carapace is too. By a carapace.
and last attack is a 27, which should hit.
Well, that does it.
Alrighty. Okay, so then that means that's good English. 2d6 plus a thing. Plus 7 for an additional. You took 32 from the bite. The first claw bounces off you. The second one hits for 15. It roars. You're reminded of a time when you were a bear once and there was a hyena and you fought for dominance and Kovacs was there and you knew he was jealous and that's why he's gone now. Snap back to reality. Mom's spaghetti. There's a manticore.
That barbarian would be really useful for us right now.
Yeah. Yes, Sam.
Could use another frontline fight.
I hope
Also, someone with high strength so he can actually climb walls.
Accurate.
No, I have armor. It's a -5 check to it with armor and a shield.
Wow.
Spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
I would suggest you getting close personally. At least be within 30 feet of
Did
it.
I get a glimpse of the manticore when it like pounced at the spider? Or
Yeah. Now that it's turned into Tech 2 Gar, you guys can both see it. Only just like the top of its head and like its wings, but you have something you can attack.
All right. I'll fire off my.
But it's Tugar's turn.
So when I hold my.
Oh, you're holding your action. Yeah, that's right. Fair enough. Okay, understood.
Yeah.
So do I get to do the full action or just like fire one shot?
One strike.
That's what I thought. And I'm pretty sure that misses.
It does. It does not fumble. It does miss.
Yep. Okay.
It hits the side of the rock face. The manticore seems to not notice it. All of its slavering anger is focused entirely on Tugar. Now, Tugar.
Alright.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm in a sticky situation. Well, now that I successfully poisoned it, it's my form is a bit weak to actually keep damaging it. So I shall transform it into my beloved bear form.
Your beloved bear form. Alrighty. Understood.
Also because it gives me more temporary hit points, which is
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's the thing you need right now.
important right now.
Alrighty.
Let's see how much does it give me? Temporary hit points? This is the same as the insect form.
I think it does. Beast form. Or is it, I guess it's animal form.
Shape.
Animal form.
Animal shape. Animal form.
Gives you 10 temporary hit points while you have the form.
Okay, so it's the same as
Is it so?
insect form.
So the insect forms 10 are lost, and then you gain 10 more again. And you have one action.
Gives me a little bit of buffer HP and also to do more damage if I do hit.
That's fair.
And attempt to bite it.
Alrighty.
Now it's a bear.
As a bear.
Alright. Let's hope that I hit. No.
It does not hit. That actually does not fumble. Okay.
That shouldn't.
It does not fumble. It's
AC is 22. If I'm not mistaken.
That's a number.
At least that's because so far we have been hitting on 22.
Mm-hmm.
We rolled a 13, you said it's like really close to fumbling.
13 is very close to fumble. Yeah, alright, Gerard.
Yeah, even if I pull out my crossbow, I have a high chance of fumbling the entire time.
Damn.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I hate it. Are you within
Two guards,
I'm
within
with-
30 feet of you. Yes.
Okay, looks like he got hit pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, it hit really bad. I got hit twice.
I'm going to use the somatic and verbal version of heal, and you're gonna heal a lot because I'm also powering it with my thing. So
46.
healing.
Holy moly!
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not
That's a lot
so
of healing.
not so worried about this encounter now.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I'm at max HP again.
As long as I'm close to people, that one of my channels and one of my spell power points.
Wow, I'm actually still not at full.
That's ow.
That was 3 sevens. That's why it was 4 2 3 7 7 7.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah.
And it's plus 16 to that.
Blah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Healing is good. All right, you got one more action,
I
Gerard.
made sure I was a pretty decent healer.
So you have, yes, for good.
That puts me at 62. Means I'm only down 6 hit points now.
There you go.
No, I can take more.
I'd
Very
prefer if you bring them down to our level so that we can actually.
So it's not a
Yeah.
one-on-one. Hey, Chewie's about to get
And
up.
then I'll
Chewie's
raise-
got this.
I'm kind of worried that he will chew out Chewie in that case.
I'll raise my shield again.
Yes, sir. Chewie, death save. You're a dying
Okay.
one now. You're at positive hit points.
I mean, I guess I could maybe attempt a strength check to the cliff.
Did you roll that with a -2? You rolled that with a -2, didn't you?
Yes.
So it's a -1 now. So it's a 6,
Oh,
which
okay.
still fumbles. Which means things happen to you. I forget. I have to keep checking it because there's a lot of things going on here, and I don't want to shortchange you. And I want the encounters to be hard, but I don't want to like, oh, you died. Okay, so you have 1 hit point. So
He's still at 1. He's just trying to wake up, I thought.
So nothing bad can happen to you because you're at 1 hit point. So there's no failure. Nothing happens.
no.
Well, no,
Wake up, right?
Yeah, you're not conscious. You go from your dying value is gone and you're unconscious because you have positive hit points. But now it's the Manticore's turn. The Manticore is still unaware of what's going on behind him. He's gonna try to bite at Tugar 1 time. 1 bite. I add this.
Wait, it's the Manticore's turn?
It is. You held your action, so you go after.
Oh. Okay, cool.
So 1d20 plus this targeting Tugar.
What the? Whoa! That's crit.
I wanted to wait till you saw it before I said anything. Boom! 40 damage.
I still gained some HP.
You did
Because
with
I
it.
transformed.
Considering dying right now, if I didn't, yeah.
With the Manticore's
Yeah.
second action, it flies back over here. And with its
The
third
impressive thing, I can actually take another hit.
nice. With its third action, it's going to whip back its tail. It's going to fire a spike down at the healer. It has a rudimentary understanding of how positive energy works, and it's native and lawful evil. It doesn't like Serenites. Also, you're the human, and it wants to eat you the most. It just can't really do much better right now.
Want it to come down, let's play.
Oh, it's playing. 21 to hit.
My shield is raised.
Okay, so it doesn't hit you.
Does not hit me.
All right, you guys all see as the Manticore like cocks its tail back and fires. The quill lands in Jared's shield. There's the resounding just thud as it hits, and then the Manticore it's still able to fly, but it's like you guys can see it all kind of droop to the shape that it's in on the token, and it begins just like huffing and puffing and panting for breath. Zentarin.
Yeah, I don't really have any other options, so I'm gonna keep shooting the crossbow.
Fair enough. Oh, I took 4 damage. I took 4 damage.
Nice.
Yep.
That's
Just the
important.
poison damage.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that one misses. It doesn't fumble.
It does not. It may fumble.
And
That
there's
was really
things.
sweet that I rolled max on that.
Yeah, that was very good. Okay, it does
I
not
don't know
fumble.
what is wrong
It doesn't fumble.
with these dice.
With these fake dice, not real dice.
Dice, they're against me.
They usually are, man. That's been bad for you.
I blame the elf. Reload, fire again.
Alrighty.
Whoa!
I blame the dice. Yeah, you got him.
Oh, finally. Okay. So it's been so long since I had a crit. Do I roll the d6? I just roll once and double it.
Double the damage, 2d6.
Okay.
It's been so long since I've had a crit, he says.
It's been
So long.
I did not taste the crits until I was already a man.
All right, Bane. And now we've gone into Batman. That's respectable. That's slightly above average. The crossbow.
What crossbow are you using? I thought that was D8s.
I have a hand crossbow.
Got it.
The crossbow bolt embeds itself in the Manticore's gut. It pulls back up in the air a little bit, just like it's. It doesn't say anything. It's too tired. It tries to roar, but just looking down at you.
Visually, how does it look?
It's exhausted. It's obviously diving down at Chewie and then turning at you. Obviously, is wore out a little, but it looks like it can keep going for a while.
Man, that thing is tough.
Oh, Tugar. And the things I did to it didn't even really make it that much tougher. It just has like a +1 to hit, +2 to damage sometimes, and a little bit more extra hit points when it already had a lot of hit points. So there's some data for you, Paizo, that you might not see normally. When you put 1 barbarian level on a Manticore, it still holds its own against 4 level 5 characters, partially because the natural 1 put them at a big disadvantage. Anyway, Tugar, what's up?
All right. It's currently still up in the air, right?
Yep, it's level with you, but it's 30 feet off down here where everybody else is, and it's moved 20 feet off this way. So I guess you could jump at it, but the consequences will be dire.
Probably can't get range. Let me see. I'm thinking about maybe shifting back into an insect. Good.
Makes sense.
Back and forth.
Just burn everything
What are you,
now.
a shifter?
He basically is a shifter, yeah. That's what the Strength Druid looks like. I think it's really good. He tore up a lot of encounters.
He does. I'm also thinking down there. Yeah, I should probably do that. Okay, I will turn to a spider once more and need to climb down to the rest of the party, so that hopefully if it's aggressive again down, so that other people might also hit it.
Makes sense. Alright, Gerard, what you got?
Also, more temporary hit points.
Now those temporary hit points,
I guess
those temporary
the
hit
best
points
thing-
go away when you change form. So it's like you had 10 from insect form, then you went to animal.
Yeah,
form,
I know,
lost
but
10
I
to
keep
insect.
getting hit, so I use it.
Oh, fair. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm with you. That's really good. That's gross. I like it.
That's the third time form, so I kind of healed like 30 hit points.
That's yeah, you did.
Is the Manticore within 30 feet?
It is.
Yes.
No, damn. And I'm just gonna taunt it and say, "Get down here." I thought you enjoy the taste of human.
That's an intimidate check to coerce. I believe in you.
Vader, what?
An intimidate check to coerce. Over my will DC.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna beat your will DC. That's
Well, you never know.
happen.
You never know.
Well, nat 20. I said I didn't get.
Yeah, well,
Well,
Oh my god, it is so not afraid.
man, I feel like I baited that one.
It's probably laughing his ass.
It's you say this
and
and
then
it
you fall on the ground. Good.
it thinks about it. Instead, it turns back in Chewie's direction.
God dang it, that's
You have 2 more actions.
I was
Damn
kind
it.
of hoping you would have grabbed him and tried to bring him down. Especially in spider form. I will raise my. Oh fuck!
I didn't have enough actions for that because changing my shape cost, and I needed to move down and trying to get it to go down. So I
Okay.
have no actions.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Chewie. It was like,
It was nice knowing you, buddy.
Send me a Viking.
it's been. I just you, but it's nice to know you.
All right, Chewie.
I enjoyed our company.
You are at.
A minus
Should
still.
have stayed inside that rock.
You're still at 1, but you still have the same death. You just have to roll to try to wake up.
Yep.
Is it still at a -1?
You're at -0. It's just rolling a d20 at this point, or rolling a fort save. Jesus, not just a d20. Add something to that.
No.
Not enough. Chewie remains unconscious. The manticore flies over right on top of Chewie. You guys can hear it huffing and puffing and panting as it does this. Well, actually, yeah, no, it's gonna fly on top of Chewie, and then it's going to try to strike him with its claws. Creeper claw. Well, I can try to bite first.
with a casual plus 13.
It's less than that now. I'm fatigued.
Or
So
something.
I have my fatigue. I moved, so my fatigue value is at 2. So 5. Yeah, plus 13. You got it. Chewie is flat-footed. Well, flat-footed. He's prone and unconscious. D20 plus 13. I probably just have to not fumble. Does a 22 get there?
Yes.
What's your armor class
Are you
normally?
not me?
What's your armor class normally?
Class is a 20.
20. So that means you're down by 6. So you're at. So it doesn't critically hit you. So dying 1. That number is considerably lower. It's 4 lower, 5 lower, because I go way fatigued to do this. I'm learning how to play a barbarian that can fly. So the second attack misses. Chewie goes back to dying 1. You hear him like.
Is he dying 3 then?
He's dying.
Is that what his number is? Right?
His dying value was at 0. He was unconscious. I hit him, but
Oh.
didn't crit him. So it goes from 0 to 1, and then the second misses. So he remains at 1. You guys hear him cry out as you hear the manticore. The roar is considerably weaker. It's more like the sound of paw slapping stone. Zentarin.
Persistent poison damage?
Oh, yes, that is correct.
I actually missed that twice, by the way.
I got it last time.
Oh, you did?
At the very end, I was like, I can take 4
He did
damage.
it before my time.
Missed triggers.
Yeah. No, I definitely heard him.
Yeah, it's okay.
I didn't see him. I don't want to go up there. I'm holding my action.
Alright. Tugar.
Yeah.
This encounter is rapidly
Alright.
becoming that scene in Bedknobs and Broomsticks when the anthropomorphic animals are playing soccer. It's just running back. Running this way.
God.
Running this way.
I probably can't move other people up there.
You might be able to carry Zendoran. Jared's armor is a little questionable.
I'm not going up there.
Yeah. Stuff like, what do we need to do? Like, either move him down or move one of you.
Yeah, if you move him down, considering he's the only one up there, that would be awesome.
The only question is if I can get him away from the Manticore. Well, let's up.
Up and attack him at least.
If you go up, maybe you can just web and then run back down.
Ooh, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
I believe the web does have
Come
to.
on.
The web leaves his butt when he uses it. It doesn't stay attached. You can't do that. But there's nothing. There's nothing saying you could like double move and grab him. But of course, the Manticore will probably still tag at him.
I mean, when I attack it,
Spider.
it might be threatened enough again.
Yeah, that makes
Target.
sense. That makes sense.
That's yeah.
Yeah, so
Lower it down here and let Chewie recover.
yeah.
Well, once
I'm
Chewie's
also-
next to me, I'll be. So
Once
Yeah,
Chewie's
the
next to him,
problem-
he's at full
we're
health. The
separated
healer has power.
Yeah,
I mean, I only
Yeah.
can do it, a few more times, but yeah.
Fair.
we can then.
Hmm.
All on you, man.
You got this.
Is it possible for me to like move to him, then move Chewie like under me, so it
You could
attack
give
me and
Chewie
can't
cover.
attack him?
You could give Chewie cover by standing on top of him. It's gonna be real awkward when Chewie
Yeah,
wakes up and there's a big spider.
world to wake up to.
Yeah,
Except
so,
for the fact that there's a lion, person, dragon, scorpion trying to eat you.
I'm up to both of those.
Oh dear. I don't know he changed, so I'll be like,
how about does it take an action, right?
You take one more action and you could move over top of his body. Yeah.
No, I mean like giving him cover like doesn't take an action.
I don't. No, it doesn't. He's smaller than
It's
you, and
pretty
you're
much-
blocking him. Yeah.
All right, so I will attempt that, and I will attack it to get its attention.
Okay.
So it
Understood.
doesn't chew on Chewie.
No chewing on Chewie. Not here.
That's a good one.
Don't roll bad.
That
Not good enough.
it might
Don't
be.
chew on Chewie.
My numbers move around a bunch. Yeah. Okay. No, it just
Oh,
misses.
exhausted. I
Hey,
think, does.
wait! Exactly, it's exhausted. Does it affect its AC?
It was exhausted until the end of its turn. Now it's not exhausted. Otherwise, you would hit.
Ah.
Let me double check
Why?
that.
Is that how that works?
Let me be entirely sure that's when the fatigue ends. I could be wrong. You are fatigued for 1 round, and it used 3 actions. Yes, it hits. If only just. It does hit.
Yay! Nice. All right. So that's this damage.
7 points.
7. You need to roll poison. Does it even work?
I don't think it works. I think it you already rolled a 4, so you can't make the persistent
It's
poison damage go
already
higher.
poisoned. It's still poisoned.
Yeah.
It keeps being poisoned. I add more already existing poison. It's fine.
Fair enough. Gerard, what you got? How do I get
I
rid
would
of
like
that?
to
I guess I have to use a
Can I go
manipulate
to-
action. Go to what?
just wait until I can see Chewie so I can heal.
Sure. Holding action.
Because I want to use. I don't want to hold action because of the fact that it takes 2. I want to use all 3 of my actions to do channel is what I wanted to do personally.
Fair
But
enough.
you cannot go into full delay anymore.
You can delay your turn.
It's been a while, so I didn't.
You can delay your turn.
Yeah, I would like.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
would like to delay my turn and then.
And when Chewie gets you can okay. Chewie,
Enter
death save for Chewie.
okay.
At -1, you're at dying 1. And now you're back up and conscious. And at the end of your you're at 0.
Yeah.
And then you go to, or rather you're 0 to 1, and at the end of your turn, the dying condition fades away. The Manticore takes 4 damage. The Manticore's getting a little pissed. What am I don't need to roll a d4. What am I doing? 7. Okay. It's not too upset about the poison yet. It's more upset about the thing in its face. So it's the Manticore turns and it lowers its head like just right in Tugar's face and lets out a roar I won't do because it might blow my microphone as it enters another rage, and it's gonna try to bite you. It's going to try to bite you.
Well, it probably will bite me.
27 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
2d8 plus 9.
I hope you don't die while you get his body down.
Yeah.
21 damage.
That would be cruel.
Alright.
For its second attack, it's gonna fling a pair of, as it bites, its tail comes down and a pair of quills fire out from it. And I really thought that the quills of a manticore came from its mane, but oh well. Arbitrary. So plus 11, boom, 25 to hit.
25 does hit.
And Tugar is immobile on top of Chewie as both of these pierce your thorax. They almost hit Chewie, but
How much damage?
I'm getting there. Hang on, it's some.
Yeah, it's important.
I can't add anything to this.
That might take me down.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
13 damage.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, thank gosh.
Immobile you are. I have used all my
8
actions.
HP.
Oh man. Transforming now would hurt too, because there's definitely a quill pierced through you. Oh, Zendarin, what you got? You hear the sound of a spider shriek out in pain, and the sound of like, I guess the sounds of like a frozen tree branch as it shatters after an ice storm. We all live where it snows, right? We all understand what that sound is. It's like that kind of a crack as the carapace breaks. The manticore roars.
My poor carapace.
God, I have no idea what's going on up there.
Nothing good.
And
Well, weird noises.
weird noises, yeah. And there's all that much I can do. Like, the thing is, if I'm just somewhere, I can totally be there to help. But climbing is not my forte.
Right.
That's fair.
Don't worry about this. I'll probably just do the whole readying your action again, because next round I will probably attempt to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's best thing I can do.
Understood, Sugar.
Be ready.
All right.
Wait.
Just attack me. I guess it's my turn now.
It is. You got it.
All right. I will pick up Chewy with my how's it called mandible.
Sure.
Oh, the chewing things of spiders called.
Chewie, don't wake up.
No.
So that's one action.
Well, right, and then I will turn tail and carry him with me, since I have a climbing speed.
Yeah, fair enough. So the manticore has you pinned to the ground with its spikes, like it had Chewie. You think it will hurt to pull yourself off the spike of the manticore, but you think with an athletics check, I should have targeted the rogue, you might be able to pull it off.
Check. All right. Yeah.
Which you had a bunch in insect form, so it shouldn't be that hard for you.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Insect form is, I think, plus 12.
Yeah,
athletics.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So
That's
like real bad.
yeah, you should be able to handle this pretty easy.
Come on, don't roll.
That actually is not enough. You try to pull yourself off, and it doesn't. You're unable to do so. You could certainly try again and use that third action, but you struggled.
Yeah,
the spike, when it hit the stone, it bent it. So now you're trying to pull the bent part out of you without having opposable thumbs. You're essentially just like trying to do a push up off it. Does not feel good. It doesn't. No damage takes. That's enough. An 18 is what you needed. With the last action, you're able to squirm your way just off the spike. But that is all three of your actions. Gerard, what you doing?
Oh no! At this point,
Can you have any buffs? Like, DM to buff them?
I can't. If I could see him, I would be able to heal him. See either of them, I can heal them as long as they have to be 30 feet away. We literally fell 30 feet.
In theory, you don't need to see us if you use an AOE burst.
That's fair.
I'm not. You would that work?
It would heal the manticore.
The GM rules it that it works.
Because the burst is a dome. You'll heal the manticore, but you'll also heal Sugar and Chewie.
No, we can. We're not gonna heal this thing.
Yeah, that's probably bad.
All right. Well, I can do then is try to get it to come over to me. Then the manticore can still hear me, right? So I'm gonna at least attempt another yell at it.
Okay, sure.
Hey, get over here!
You want
human flesh? What?
Can you make that yell like booming? Oh.
No, I do not. Alright, let's try.
Oh, natural 20.
9 is not good enough. Nothing happens. You don't hear anything in retort.
You think that one action. You can try.
You can actually.
Hey, can I try?
You can't. You couldn't have even. The first action didn't happen. You didn't do that because you fumbled the first one, so you can't try again for another like 10 minutes. Though you could try a diplomacy check, I suppose, if you're better at that. Please come kill me now.
It's pretty much the same. All right, here. Why don't you come over and kill me? Nice.
Nice
Yeah,
words
buddy.
are a little better. Are they better enough? They are. Oh my god. Yeah, they're better enough. The Manticore will listen to your
Yes!
request.
Then I will raise my shield, and yeah, that's how that
Alright, Chewie, death save.
sounds like. Come on, wake up, Chewie. Wake up, Chewie.
In the arms
Oh,
of
gosh,
a
he's gonna wake
spider.
More like in the mouse, probably.
In the mandibles of a
Let's see.
spider.
Oh, he.
Chewie does, in fact, wake up in the mandibles of a giant spider.
Oh, that's probably terrifying.
You've been with Tugar enough that you realize it's probably Tugar, but the first thought is just, Manticore, everything's real bad for you.
Me now! As soon as I wake up.
Okay, I'm staring at you with all of my 8 eyes.
Wait, how are you doing that? Your eyes are on the top of your.
Druid magic! Nature!
Rearrange.
Oh god, no. It's so bad.
What, Chewie?
Okay, so I can do stuff now that I'm awake.
Oh, you can.
If I got my time.
One action, technically. Waking up is one action.
Fair enough. So you have 2 actions.
Well, you
Okay.
That's what it says on getting knocked out.
Am I in line of the cleric
No.
to see him?
You are not.
Yeah.
The problem is you're also prone. I mean, except if you want to crawl.
Chewie's not prone right now. Chewie's grabbed.
Oh, right.
Chewie's off the ground.
Right.
So if he wants to cast a spell, it's a DC 5 flat check. I'm pretty sure.
It's not that hard.
Yeah. So I need to make a DC 5 to cast.
Yep.
That's still a 75% fail rate. Oh, I mean, not fail, success rate.
There you go. You did it.
I am aura of invisibility, so anyone within 10 feet around me is invisible. The spider, since I'm like in
Okay.
me.
Makes sense.
Does that
So
include the Manticore?
That might include the Manticore.
Oh. There's part of that. I was gonna hide.
Chewie wakes up, panics, hits the invisible button, hits it a little too hard. Oh my god. Let me look at it. If it depends on if it says creatures or allies. That's your invisibility sphere.
I think it's allies. Yeah, the sphere, the bubble one.
You and any number of creatures in range.
Oh my god!
The Manticore is invisible now.
Manticore halfway in it, or all the way in it?
He's,
Within 10 feet.
it targets him. It's not like the scorpion tail and the lion ass. It's just like, here I am. It doesn't do that. Oh my god. Alright. The Manticore is invisible. It's smart enough to know it. It's smart enough to know that happened.
To
Okay.
the spider. Since targets the I say to the spider, me and you all. So is the Manticore. Get to friends now.
It's like an AoE effect, but if you move out of it after that.
The fun part is you guys are invisible to everyone except everyone that was targeted in invisibility sphere. The Manticore still sees both of you.
Oh god.
That didn't work. I was gonna be like, time to make us invisible.
Invisibility sphere it targets, but it's an area of invisibility. So if it leaves the area, it's
Okay, that's. I wanted to ask if I move out of this area, if I'm still invisible or not.
you would become invisible, yes. But you're already visible to the Manticore anyway.
How am I supposed If I don't see you, how am I supposed to heal you?
It's an aura. It's an aura.
Oh yeah, it's an aura centered on
It's gonna
Chewie.
be in it.
Just you gotta Chewie is the nexus.
I'm gonna die.
It doesn't have the concentrate trait, so I could kill Chewie and Tugar and just hide here until you guys go away. All right.
I didn't think this through.
I feel like that's very classic Chewie. I know this is a pre-published adventure and we're changing characters a lot, but I feel like I know Chewie and Tugar pretty well at this point. Oh no! The first attack. No, I've been diplomaticized. So what I have to do is, what am I gonna do? I'm not stupid. I don't think there's anything in diplomacy that says like I must. It's not mind control. I am raging right now. I'm angry. I'm angry and someone talk to me. I will. Here come the percentage dice. May the odds be in your favor, gentlemen. Higher than 50.
Come on.
Not higher than. So what it's going to do.
Bad.
It's going to make an athletics check. It wants to grab. The grabbed is awkward. It's going to grab Tugar. Because Tugar has Chewie.
But the diplomacy wasn't enough to have it come at me?
It's coming at you.
Oh, gotcha.
One moment. Athletics plus that. Alright, this targets Tugar's fort defense, which is weird. But alright. A natural 20.
Oh god!
I'm glad I didn't decide to bite with somebody. So what happens is the manticore reaches its mouth out and it bites into Tugar's one of his legs. And it's enough to pick him up, and he has the strength. As a large creature, bulk affects him differently. So he's able to fly with both Chewie and Tugar. He's going to fly 40 feet this way, or rather 20 feet this way, then flying up is half. So I have 10 feet of movement, so he goes to 35, 55 feet in the air.
What's rugby?
Zendarin.
British.
It's really, actually, he doesn't go to 55 feet. He'll stay at 35 feet. What he's going to do next is he has a big bonus to this. I don't know exactly what the bonus is, but it's something. Do I have no ranks in that? I use that for my initiative. Why am I? It makes no sense. It literally says, sneak up on the party with this manticore in the adventure, but I guess I'm just rolling. There's a 21 beat Jared and Zendarin's perception DCs.
I can tell you.
DC is just your normal bonus plus 10, right?
As if you'd rolled 10, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 21
yeah,
exactly.
that beats me.
Okay, fair enough. So Zendarin, you have no idea what happened, but it's really quiet now. Actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be.
It is invisible.
It's invisible. What happens next? What happens next? What happens next depends on Chewie and Tugar, because the Manticore's stealth has passed the other two's perception DCs, but there's nothing saying you two have to be quiet.
Yeah.
I will say that. You see it.
I mean,
you see the party
kind of...
flying up.
Well, I can't really because I think if I would use my mouth, I will drop Chewie.
Oh, fair. All right, Chewie.
So that's kind of what Chewie, I think.
It always is.
It's because when I do, you're gonna fall. Do what you do best, scream.
What does
Did
Chewie
it
do?
take more poison damage at the end of its turn?
Yes, it does. It took 4 more poison damage. I don't know how to fix that, so I just take damage. That's how I'm gonna die.
That's really worth it.
Yeah, I think persistent damage is usually ended by. It's usually ended by spending 1 action. But how do I end persistent poison damage? Or do I just quickly grab the tourniquet as a lion monster? Just whoop. We're good.
It's poison. I don't know.
There's no duration either
Looks
that
like
I can find.
a really dangerous.
Yeah, that spider form is really good.
Dangerous poison spider.
That is accurate. I feel like there has to be a duration. There's no duration. Anyway, Chewie, the fate of the party rests in your hands right now. What is? It's not your turn, but what are you doing?
Chewie.
Body rests in my hands right now.
Yeah.
I
Be noisy.
okay.
What?
Like, you know,
And Zandarin hears just what even coming from basically directly over his head, just up somewhere.
I mean, telling them that we and the Manticore invisible would have been better.
What?
oh wait, the spell ends when anyone in the takes an aggressive action, so attack. So
Oh.
the Manticore's in the sphere. If he attacks, it ends.
But he'll get to attack us invisible.
Oh yeah.
Anyone in the
So-
sphere? I gotta read that again.
Doesn't
Hold
that
up.
just do we're
I
flat-footed?
think it's anyone.
Invisibility sphere. That's relevant because
Otherwise,
grabbing.
you can try punching the Manticore triangle.
Okay, yeah. So never mind. I lied.
Okay.
That was hilarious. But actually, if any creature made invisible by the spell acts in a hostile manner, the spell is dismissed after that hostile action. So never mind. Forget that stealth check happened. There's a Manticore. It's carrying your friends away. Damn it! That was hilarious, though.
I was kind of invested in that. I mean,
I was too. I'm let down now. Ugh.
That's almost like when the time that someone did on a monster that could see through magical darkness, so it kind of like just buffed the. It's like, okay, now that creature has like a zone around it that moves with it because he targeted the creature, and the creature is not a. The players are.
it's like we've been fighting this boss, and we keep turning up the difficulty slider in the.
Yeah, actually, to go even further, while exploring, it's easy to move together and remain invisible. This is untenable in a battle, however. Once an encounter begins, creatures remain invisible until the end of the first round, at which point the spell ends. So, yeah, that's, you could have even... Whatever, it's fine. What does Zandarin do? The Manticore is visible. Chewie's still freaking out, though. That part is still canon.
I'm gonna shoot the friggin' Manticore.
You miss.
Doesn't. Nope. Okay. Reload. Shooting him again.
That misses as well.
Miss again.
Even worse.
Where the hell did you come from? And and that's my wanted action.
Fair enough. All right, Tugar. This thing's got you by the leg, flying up.
Yeah, that's kind of like I guess I could do some suicide and try grappling its wings.
Oh my god!
It's better to do it now than when it gets too high up.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I think that it kind of wants us, so maybe dropping us together with it might be a good thing.
That's fair. Yeah, you might try that.
I will attempt to wrap my spider legs around it and pin his wing.
All right, make an athletics check over my
Alright.
fort DC. Oh
It is a
man,
Manticore fight.
21 does not get there. I don't think it forced my best one.
I still have more than one action, so I will
That's fair.
attempt
Yes, you
again.
can. Okay,
Come
sure.
on.
So this has the attack trait.
God dang.
So that had a -5 on it because grabbing has an attack
okay.
trait. So that actually that fumbles. The 11 fumbles because it's not a 16. It's a -5. It's an 11. So what happens is you try to swing your body weight around to grab this thing, and you are unable to grab it. But then as you try to grab it the second time, you drop Chewie.
This is a critical fail.
Chewie goes to dying. He has to go to dying 1. That's not critical, but he definitely just lands.
Well, am I still in the air falling?
It's not that
Or do
far.
I instantly hit the ground?
You do. You hit the ground unless you have a
Well,
reaction.
at least I got him down. Now you can heal him.
Yeah, see, it's not all bad. If you have the feather fall reaction, now might be the time.
I have feather fall. I can't.
I assume feather fall's a reaction. Because otherwise, that's a bad spell.
Yeah.
It's got to be a reaction.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I think he says, well, you can cast anytime.
Pretty sure. I'm going to double check really quickly to make sure that's correct. I bet it's correct, though. Otherwise, Featherfall is really bad. Yeah, Featherfall is a reaction. So you'll land at the top of your turn, Chewie. You panic for just a little while. There's just... and then you quickly start, like, as you do, like, a couple somersaults down, you catch yourself and gently fall back and forth. Tugar has one more action.
Yeah, but yes, I can't really do much with it. Well, I could try to intimidate it, but I don't know what for.
You could try to demoralize it, but give it a -2 on stuff.
Try to demoralize it. I mean, it's pretty badly hurt. It keeps taking poison damage from me.
Yeah, it's not doing the best.
Alright, that's the intimidation. There we go. Okay.
It's gonna be hilarious if Sam comes back at like the top of the session after you guys kill this. Just, hey, what are you guys doing? That looks pretty good. I have to double
20?
check. 20 is enough. It's demoralized. And then it goes to
I
Gerard,
hit that
and it doesn't like it.
angry.
It's upset that it's
Alright.
not phased by the fact that the goblin is falling. Chewie's within 30 feet now.
We're gonna have to do some physics questions here. So,
Oh, God damn it. All right. Here we go.
35 feet above. It's 35 feet above me, correct?
Correct.
Holding on to Tugar, right?
Also correct.
Big.
With so Tugar's body is technically below the 35.
That is also correct.
What?
Tugar's in
Oh
range
my
of the
God.
channel. The Manticore is
So I
not.
can channel and feel everybody. Tugar,
That
correct?
is, yeah, everybody but the Manticore will be healed if you channel. That is correct.
Then I will power.
The Divine Fire. Oh my God. Jesus, that's 34 hit points are restored to everybody but the Manticore.
that's-
The Manticore
That's
looks
using
jealous.
2 free actions on top of it. That's how I do it.
Oh, fair. Okay, sure.
I am full hit points, bro.
And Chewie, that was all 3 of his
I had
actions.
to build that.
You feel considerably better as you float down at the top of your turn. You land. You land lightly, beautifully on the ground. What do you do?
Hi.
Finally down.
Just hi. I love it.
Hello.
Okay.
Doomsday Dawn is
So,
meanest adventure path.
so you guys still being held by the Manicore. Do
It
I
is.
see that?
You do see
Okay.
it. It's hard to miss it.
Hmm. I cast lightning arc on the Manticore. Is it within 60 feet of me?
Why, yes, it is.
I cast.
Does that
That's not a line or something, right? I feel that I'm in the way.
It only hits 1 creature or 2 if they are adjacent to each other. If I want them, if they're wearing metal armor.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
I
Roasted.
don't. That's
No,
how was that called? Athenema or something?
Anathema?
Well, it's a font to being a druid.
Yeah. Yeah, it is fun. Does Lightning Arc require a save?
What?
Does Lightning Arc require a save?
I
I
think it's just hit. Let me check.
instinctively rolled a reflex save. It's a natural 20.
and a good one.
If I needed it, I
You
take
had
no
a lot of
damage.
Good 20s too.
I mean, I'm killing it today. It's just like House Divided, except without the
Yeah.
natural
The
ones.
arcane spells. 199. Yeah.
Lay on
This
hand.
Manticore is dangerous.
And it wouldn't even be that much stronger if I didn't put the Barbarian level on it. It still has some hit points without that. Lightning Arc! Where is Lightning Arc?
Okay, found the page.
I think overall, the party gets more out of that
Yeah,
boost than the Manticore.
I believe so as well.
Hmm.
Where is I see
It
Lightning
doesn't
Bolt, but I
say-
don't see
I don't-
Lightning Arc. It's called Electric Arc. A lot of things are
There's one-
mislabeled.
Yeah. Ah. It does 1d6 points of damage.
Does it require a save?
It does. It does require, so it takes no damage. It just kind of barrel rolls. Tugar gets a little sick to his stomach.
Pukes poison on it.
Yeah. One more action, Chewie.
I want to cast it again.
Since
I'm like, you are getting...
Electric Arc is 2 actions. You have one more.
Oh, okay. Then I want to shoot a crossbow at it.
Alright, you can definitely do that. It's a -5. Electric Arc has the attack trait.
Okay.
You
I see
got
how I
this.
added a plus, but I want to roll in just -5.
Okay, fair
I don't
enough.
see where I added a minus.
Okay. So you add...
So, yeah, I don't think so.
You definitely miss. You don't fumble, I don't think, because your level's 5. So what's your dex mod?
Mod is 2.
You actually might fumble. Oh god. Hold on, I gotta look at my AC. Oh god. I'm raging. I have a -1 to my AC right now. So but a +1 from what it says because it's proficiency, and I essentially put 1 hit dice on me. So my armor class is 20. And you have a 7 + 5 - 5 is 7, 8, 9. Roll damage to hit Tugar.
Okay.
Oh god. He's high!
Okay, let's see.
Well, at least you're unlikely to take me down.
Famous last words.
Well, actually, you can't take me down because I just got healed.
Yeah, that's fair. The bolt lodges squarely in Tugar's thorax.
We all fell off the cliff again.
Whoops! Alright, I'm angry. I have one more round of being angry. Then I'll be tired.
And you're demoralized.
And I'm demoralized.
And poisoned.
And poisoned, so I'll take my 4 at top of the round.
Well, I don't want to call you ugly, Tommy, but that thing's ugly.
We attack. Quicksand is everywhere. Suddenly, what has happened? All right, so I'm 35 feet off the ground.
In a video game, that thing would have like a whole debuffs.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly. All 3 of my actions. I have to do math now. 5, so 10 feet over, out of line of sight. Can't math. Then I have 30 feet. 15 feet off this precipice is 1 action, and then I have 2 more. Can't math. Everything is bad. 40, so 55 feet total off the ground. Maybe. I think dropping something is an action. I'm pretty sure dropping a thing is an action. I'm not entirely
Something you're grappled?
Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm not 100% sure. For now, I'm going to say dropping is an action, so he doesn't get to 55, he just gets to 35, and then from the 35-foot mark, he drops Tugar. Using his last action, Tugar takes 35 points of damage and contacts the ground. The Manticore begins...
Right, I have 16 HP, so that would take me down, but I have ferocity, which I'm using, so
nice.
I stay at 1 hit point.
Seems good. Zindaran, you're on. At this point, you guys all have line of sight to him, because he's like, here's the cliff, and then he's up higher than the cliff, so you can see him.
Okay, so I still can't do...
But he's considerably higher.
Stuff.
He's 50 feet. He's 50 feet off the ground from where you are in that arc.
Also, you see a falling spider, then you hear a crunch, and for some reason, the spider is still conscious.
A crunch and
jumps back up.
It's like I have so much willpower, I actually stay awake.
Seems good. Seems really good.
Look. Yeah, that's not good.
That hits.
Yes.
You did it.
Yay.
3
damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you got it.
It's almost as much as a persistent poison damage.
It is. That I'm fatigued. It hits. I'm fatigued and demoralized. 4 more.
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm probably doing something. I'm probably gonna run out of crossbow bolts soon.
Well, you had to reload, so that was your turn. It was fire, reload, fire. Tugar, you've got 1 hit point, and you see just like bullseye, eye, not to pierce his eyes, but really close, just as this thing starts gasping. Its flight pattern is very erratic at this point as well. It's not looking good.
All right. We're still kind of in bad shape. I think I will do my spider transformation.
Alrighty.
How far is
from you? It's 20 feet up. It's 55 feet up from, or rather 50 feet up from everybody else. 20 feet for you because you're 30 feet up that precipice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm still on the cliff.
Yeah, you're on the cliff on the right.
Okay.
He realizes it's a bad idea to drop you where the healer is.
And that won't de-transform me yet. I will first move down the cliff
sense.
with my clan's feet and transform back, because otherwise it's difficult to do.
That's fair.
Spider can just walk.
Should have made this thing. What's my wisdom like? I should have been a cleric of the Moshu. Oh well. I could have channeled some energy.
I mean, I do also have healing stuff. Yes, but it's not that great. Yeah. I think I probably want to try to damage it, because healing is currently not that effective.
That's fair.
It attacks me. If I do my healing, it's probably not good enough to stop me from going down. I will fireball it.
Sure, that works. Well, no, you had to use it. You used 1 action to move down. Fireball costs 2 actions to cast. You can't cast as a spider.
Yeah. After I moved down, that's just I wanted to de-transform. But then
yeah. Because it's no action to turn back. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, fair enough. I need to make a reflex save. I am demoralized and I'm fatigued, so it's not the best. 18. How much of that do I take? Did I pass? Did I fail?
I think you passed. Let me check. Wait, it's
10 plus 5 plus your wisdom mod.
10 plus 5 plus wisdom?
Yeah.
17, so he passes.
So he passes.
He takes half of that.
So he takes 13.
Yes.
So, what that means is I need you to not flavor that kill yet. Gerard,
did you remember to do the poison damage?
I did. The poison ticks on his turn.
Okay.
What's Gerard got?
Come on, finish it off.
It's not looking good. The fireball hits it. There's a huge explosion. It loses like 5 or 10 feet of air and then kicks it back up from the explosion. It's not a happy manticore.
The DC for a spell is literally just my bone main character stat and then my level, because I'm trained.
Correct.
Yep.
No bonus because of the spell's level itself?
No bonus. It's 10 plus spell level plus mod is the DC.
Yeah, otherwise
it is
fireball would have, because it's a third level spell. But
and then as you as everything ticks up, it gets. I'm gonna double check that actually, because that's relevant. I might have told you wrong. Spell DC.
That's what I'm looking at right now. That spell.
I might have got something wrong.
Let's check that.
Entirely sure.
It's probably important.
Yeah, you guys know I cast Greatsword. Okay, so see page 291 for calculating your blah 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 blah, and so we will.
Right.
All right, so number on the die. Why does it take me to page 292? Okay, so I'm looking. There's not a convenient. It's right here.
Right.
Determine what we did for the character team. So the DC armor class, total armor class, determined degree of success, flat checks, failure, and critical failure. God, I should know this. I feel like I know this, but I don't know it. Well, actually, what I'm gonna do.
Weird that higher level spells just don't get powerful.
Yeah, that feels weird. I agree. Spell DC. Whoop, there it was. No, that wasn't it. Spell DC. No, I don't. There it is. Okay, I think I found it. Nope, I lied. Man, I'm tempted to just kill it now at this point because I've killed the stream because we're sitting here like, how do spells work again? I'll forget. 379, 342. Hero point if you guys can find it. Dig in the book. Those are still relevant.
Yeah.
I've actually been reading for. That's what I've been looking for, but I just didn't see anything saying it, so I'm assuming it's not then.
I don't
Because
think
it just has, it just has the base and then your proficiency modifier.
Fair enough. So then it would be, in that case, there'd be a +1 on it because he's trained in spells. So it would be, I think we had it right. 10 plus 1, he's trained, 11. Then
It can make another reflex save is what I was getting at. So.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, because you're casting a thing.
That's what I was just trying to see, what my DC is.
Well, it's arbitrary. I rolled an 11. I have 7 hit points. Roll your fireball.
Yay! I get a new fireball with full damage.
You do. The first fireball hits, it careens forward into the second, and then I need Gerard to flavor that kill.
Well, after I saw Tugar shoot a nice little fireball up there, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna heal Tugar. Fireball. I enjoyed that first one so much that it needed another.
As it's panting, the fireball, the bead, before it gets bigger, lands in its mouth, and there's a huge explosion. It goes to dying 1, then dying 2 as it lands with a thud right there. Does anybody have any desire to spare this creature's life?
No,
I don't.
No, it's evil.
I don't believe I do, but I'm not sure.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, you don't. It's a dead evil monster. Sarenrae's fine with you just massacring this thing, and that is what happens. Chewie has the honors of killing it. The creature. Well, probably all of you guys get around and just boondock saints it to death, and Shepard's will be. And that is where we're gonna call it for tonight. Jesus, that was fun. I knew the Manticore fight was gonna be really hard. I knew what I wanted to do was I wanted to single out Chewie and target him. Originally, it was gonna be I needed to make an Arcana check to determine that that's a wizard and it's bad for my health. And then everyone now wound off a cliff, so I had no reason not to. That was fun. That was the most challenging encounter of the playtest.
I'm so
Yeah.
Christ.
Madman812 says kill it.
It with 2 of our 3rd level spells that we only have because we're level fucking 5.
Yeah, that was the roughest. Yeah, you guys wouldn't even have that, but it wouldn't have had a barbarian level, and it would have died to the persistent poison for real. I don't know how to fix that. That was rough. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Finger Guns, and we'll see you for more Doomsday Dawn next time. Say bye, guys.
Later.
Bye. Stop streaming. Stop.